2, 1, now.
What is
Lord
Vegeta?
Farquaad is the best Disney princess. I'm telling Jake this.
Oh my
That's right. I got the info.
god. If
So
if if
big.
the actress in like the property before, oh man, I don't know how she's gonna feel after this comes out. But we'll get to it when we get to it. So how's everybody's day been?
Oh, had work.
I'm
Yeah,
tired.
you're,
Oh, also, I
I'm
finished painting my wall, so I can put posters on my wall now, like the whole
That's
wall.
not
cool,
fair.
cool, cool.
So
I'm
yeah, you're
taking a
gonna
break.
see gay people on my wall later.
Oh,
So be excited for
I'm ta-
that.
I'm taking a break from fruits, guys, and I'm eating vegetables in the form of zucchini bread right now. So yeah.
For fucking
You make
fun.
me sick.
Oh, so I grow my own stuff. Austin, come on.
All right, guys. So we all know about
So
GT.
we all know about
We
you.
all know, why am I echoing? What's going on?
Why am I echoing? What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, why are you
Oh, why are
echoing,
you
huh?
echoing, huh? You're not echoing on my side. You're just kind of cutting out in and out.
Wait, you're echoing. Is
Yeah,
somebody's
you're echoing. If somebody's
have a device next to
have
that
a device next to that
mic recording?
mic, I don't have a second device right now.
I mean,
Who's
I
using
I mean,
two devices?
who's using two devices?
No.
No.
Hello.
Here,
Okay,
let's
stop
go to
talking
the
now,
bank.
guys.
boop boop.
So
Yeah,
okay, that's still
Okay.
Tech issues,
Tech
audience.
issues,
but
audience, but
Don't you just love
just love
technology?
has to go
I'm
in.
gonna I'm gonna lead the call
It
one at
so
a
you
means
guys
time.
I'm
want to
gonna
log
lead
out,
the call one at a time.
log out, and then
Log
come
out
back
and then
in.
come back in.
Okay. Is that
Okay. Is
hello?
that? Oh,
Okay.
Like
So
try logging in. Hold on a
not
sec.
on.
Maybe it might be me.
it's not me.
No, it's not you.
Hold on a sec. Let me.
Hello. All right. Speak.
Oh, hi,
Hello?
Mark.
It was crypted?
That's fine.
Okay. All right. All right. Well,
Anyway,
audience.
let's play tic tac toe on someone's forehead on our thumbnail. I'm just saying.
Um. Anyway, as I was trying to GTA 6, it was in development since 2014. Okay. This game cost $2 billion. It launches in fall next year, and apparently, the map is going to expand over time. Okay. You have
All right, hey,
two
hey.
Oh,
How much is
man.
it gonna cost?
more than a house mortgage. Okay.
But
The
I say if it
state,
costs $2 million, I mean $2 billion, how much
they're not
money
making
Cool.
are
I
they
don't
gonna
think they make it.
sell it for to make their money back, G?
Yeah, I don't think you're not making your money back. That's gonna be a $100 game. Everybody's copping $100.
Mhm.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
is it gonna be the first game that I think is actually worth $100? It might be. If you spend $2 billion on a game,
It depends on
maybe.
how much the DLC and stuff is. Because with five, a good bit of it was free. Even like a lot of the heist stuff was free.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Two playable protagonists, Jason and Lucia. Um, it will be on the PS5, and it will come to the PC at a later date. And trailer 2 expected later this year. That's all we know.
Mm-hmm.
But well, what that has to do with the Black Panther cap game?
Um, Nothing really, from my can tell. I guess there are two protagonists in that game, so there's a connection there.
When are we getting that fucking Wolverine game?
Because of the leak, that most like got pushed back even farther than it was. Because before that game, which we were supposed to get the Spider-Man 2 DLC and a look at the Venom game.
They're the only thing holding the Wolverine game back is whether or not they wanted to give him the flame claws or not. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
that was a thing for a
he's
time.
Sasquatch. Is that a crime? And that's coming from me.
That was
Yeah, they also got
remember when.
to talk about their character model. Got the Jean
Mhm.
Grey got leaked. I feel like y'all let Sweet Baby Ray ruin this game too. was a
I
whole thing
fucking
about
swear,
that.
anything Wolverine related, 9 times out of 10, Jean's gonna be in there somewhere.
No, which they had Jean was like she was an 80-year-old.
Just in the future, like the fuck?
No, it's modern day. It's younger than modern day. Like she's supposed to be young, but they messed up her. They did her design kind of like they did Mary Jane, but she looks way older than Mary Jane. Despite
God.
being around the same age, it was really bad.
Oh
Well,
God.
luckily they have time to fix it. So
Mhm.
My
As
last
long as
bit of
Sweet Baby Ray's still involved, they won't fix it. 'Cause that's Sweet Baby Ray's the people who like women don't have to be pretty in any sense.
Mhm.
So a lot of ugly character models like Forspoken and stuff like that came from them. It's their mandates.
Wow.
can
My
you send
last
me
bit
a
of
picture of it if you find it later?
Sure,
Cool.
my last bit of
I'll
random
post it
news
in our Discord.
is that Borderlands opened with
I
8.8
watched it.
million domestically. The budget was 115 million. Okay,
Oh my god.
so not
The
great.
death of it with Eli Roth.
It was, but
See,
also
my mom texted me. My mom texted me like yesterday morning, and she was like, "Hey, I heard a lot of bad things about this movie, but if you wanted to go see this movie, we definitely can." And I'm like, and I didn't respond because I was asleep. And I was like, "Damn."
I'm
Mhm.
proud of you. It's not
well,
worth it. I
it's
saw it
okay
for free,
because
and I think it was worth it.
this is going to start a cinematic universe. Oh boy. So.
I wish that you could see the face I made.
Wait,
At
I'm about to
least
send you the
you'll, at
picture of
least
Jean
you'll,
Grey right now. I need you to see this.
Jake.
In
At
fact, I
least
was
you're,
all trying to look at
Let me look at
at
this.
least you're saying cinematic universe instead of cinematic multiverse, man.
Well, there you go. There you go. Leave it
Yeah,
for-
there's not enough Borderlands to do. There's only 3
Where'd you
games like
post it?
at one
Yeah.
Telltale. I was about to post it in the wrong channel.
But
Think that'll stop them?
but yeah, audience, are you
That week.
what are you more excited for? The Borderlands Cinematic Universe or GTA 6? Let us know in the
I
comments.
which is in general, in our thing.
Oh. Oh.
Well,
Okay.
That was her official look. That's her official full model, and the model said it was done.
Okay.
She's not even redheaded.
what the heck is that?
The
How
best
do I
person,
be nice? How do I be nice about this?
the best
No.
character model in the game was Mystique, who we saw through
Yeah.
storyboard stuff. Because she just looked like
Mhm.
Mystique.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't be too nice. Like,
But Sweet Baby Ray has a mandate that the main love interest cannot be pretty or be considered pretty by the normal standards.
wow.
Wait. Stay there. Stay there. Stay in general. Stay in general. Okay.
I'm in general.
Boom.
Okay. What are you
I-
showing?
It's God of War.
Different game.
Freya looks better than her. Than I do.
You know, at least Freya
Oh,
looks finished.
Freya
Hey,
is
hey, Jake.
God of War. What's up?
Hey, Jake. You remember how the females were designed in the early days of God of War, right?
Oh no. Listen, Freya looks good. That's Freya, but the one above her is with Jean. That's the problem. That's Jean.
You see, Jake, she looks good because she's not the love interest.
Oh well, hey,
Yeah.
that depends on
Yeah.
that depends on how you look at the story, okay? Because I'm just saying there's some tension between Kratos and Freya, for sure. But
Gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, hello, audience. How y'all doing?
hope you're
Now,
having a
want
good
to
day.
get started, guys?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
get started.
Okay. Well, let me do the usual intro. Welcome to PNN Live. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415. Guess what? I got my Hulk back, but he came in red, audience. Yay! Yay! Thank
You said
Captain
it like you got
America.
your groove back. I'm gonna say something else.
This is how Cryptic got his groove back.
Yay!
And next up is me, Jake Tylenol. You know, ladies, if you want to win any argument, you can do so with the I'm pregnant card. Think about it.
Yeah.
I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking wall this time. I changed my name, so I can't claim that anymore. So I guess I'll go back to Austin. Ace Comic 3685. and I'm just here to hear what Jake has to say.
Fair enough. I am the Vampire Lord Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and Curse of Darkness people. How are we feeling today? We've won, guys. We're winning. We stay winning.
It's a victory for us,
Anyways,
for not just the fan base, for us all, really. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Go see Nosferatu.
But
go see Nosferatu.
But together we form the Fanatics Oil, and we talk about the news and review of the week. And on Monday nights we only talk about the news. So, but if you want to hear our comic reviews, well, stick around for Tuesday, where we have all that fanatic goodness for you. We have a pretty exciting show today. We're gonna be talking about some MCU stuff because it's cool to talk about the MCU again till the next
D23 happened. It's mainly a Disney night.
You know what's also cool, Jake?
What?
You know what's also cool?
What?
Couple socials. Go ahead, Witch.
That's true. That's the coolest. Isn't that right, Witch?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Yeah, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel because I said so. And you can also follow us on Twitter at ComicFanatic69. I will not be posting Wolverine leaks on there unless you guys are nice enough and ask us nicely. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. I post things on there sometimes. Mostly just low-key pissing people off, but not a lot of people see my tweets enough to piss people off. Two, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at witch_of_Jotunheim. I do post things. I do tend to post more on TikTok more than anything because I can. Yeah. And you guys won't get my Tumblr account because why would you guys need my Tumblr account? Okay? Like, why would you need that? You're not getting my Newgrounds. You ain't getting it.
Right.
You have to be very nice to me for me to consider it.
Right. Exactly. I agree. But
and don't look for the others because
we
Yeah,
have an
anyway.
exciting show for you today. For you guys today. Like I was saying before, we'll be talking about again some MCU stuff, some comic news. We talk about that as well. Mainly it's mostly a Marvel night, but we have some cool stuff if you're not interested in Marvel, like some Castlevania news, some Disney news. Something to keep you interested.
Tell DC to put out the Wonder Woman game, and we'll talk about DC.
Right.
Miscellaneous news.
Give us a Wonder Woman show, dang it.
Leave a comment about like what you think about the topics. Really helps us in the algorithm. Leave a like, of course. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe already. Like, what you doing? Like, we're pretty cool. We're cool enough for a subscription.
I don't read DC, but if y'all ask, I'll read DC.
Yeah.
That's my standard on it.
Listen, the Absolute Universe is coming. Yeah.
I saw the previous Absolute Batman. I ain't mad. It's something that I want to follow. That's all.
I feel like real shit. I feel like the more I hear about the Absolute Universe, the less interested I'm in it. That's the reason.
Jake,
the more I learn about it, the more like I don't want to be here.
Jake, the only other universe I'm interested in has a massive in it.
Well, there you go. Oh, that reminds me. Don't forget to go look at our playlist for our older episodes. And, I know we talk about contemporary stuff, but we do have movie reviews, and I think we haven't really changed much on our opinions about the movies we watched since we did them. So,
Are enough of us going to see Alien to review that? Because we haven't thought about that.
I mean, I'm watching it.
I know me and Jack are watching it.
I'm going to watch it, yeah. Which?
Okay.
Come on.
Watch what?
Alien.
No, I'm not going to go see Alien. I saw that trailer, and it freaked me the fuck out. I'm not doing that to myself.
That's the point.
Well, if you end up liking it, we can review it.
Or if you hate it, we can review it.
No problem. I'll be over here on my Twitch playing God knows playing Castlevania games that I know I'm bad at.
I guess as long as we're all not just middle of the road about the film, we can review it.
Yeah.
But so stay excited for that, audience. We'll be talking about Alien Romulus. Yeah. But let's just get started with the episode.
Before we talk about aliens, let's talk about the polar opposite of that. Who wants to start us off?
I will. Snow White trailer. Yes, right. Lord Farquaad is a Disney princess. This isn't a dig on the actress, but her hairstyle's terrible. That hairstyle did not work for her at all.
It
They did
just
her
does
dirty
not.
with that
Just,
style of hair.
it just does not match her. Like,
Here,
No.
okay,
I
here's
don't
my
know.
take on this. The hair
Right.
looks dumb.
Yeah.
However, the dress does look better than it did in that one picture we saw.
It
Yes.
does.
It
I
looks
agree.
better. However, literally, Disney sometimes releases like collector dolls, right? Of like
Yeah.
some of their iconic characters, and they've released a Midnight Masquerade version of Snow White, and the
Hmm.
hair on her looks 20 times better with what they have right now.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Disney World before. Like, I've seen some of the attractions. Like, I've seen, some of the employees dress up as Snow White, but it's just weird that they feel more better than what I'm seeing in $1 million movie, So,
That
Um,
when you get mainstream designers who want to get their own spin on stuff, that's usually what happens.
by the
mhm.
way, audience, if you want to see our thoughts on the latest live action Disney movies, we did do a review for the Little Mermaid live action movie.
Which I did the
Which
art
tonight,
for. I did the art for besties.
Mhm.
That was during like the movie month where I
Oh
would
yeah,
draw a new art every week.
yeah.
That's part of the reason why I don't draw new art every week
Hmm.
yes,
because
it
of
was
that
exhausting.
damn month.
It
It
was
was
exhausting.
exhausting. That's why I'm taking a break. I
There
draw
But if
you
you
every
want
once
to,
in a
go.
but if you want to see that review, it's up on our old playlist along with other movies. Just a little shameless plug there. As far as
And I guess
Gotcha.
the next one will be what Mufasa. I guess
we watched Mufasa.
Oh God,
I'm
no! I'm not
watching Mufasa
watching
because
it.
they
No,
changed the story so much. I just want to see all the changes.
I'm not
Okay.
watching that Mufasa movie. Fuck that.
We're gonna make
Mhm.
Witch watch it. It's okay.
If they say Lion Guard is canon, I'll 100% watch it.
Oh
No
damn.
question, doesn't matter. I'll watch it.
Like, you
Uh,
If
better
they
make sure
I
canonize
just
the
like
Lion Guard,
that.
I just like how you guys want to talk about another Disney property instead of Snow White. Wow,
To be
that just
fair,
shows
that
the
should have been here. I didn't realize it
uh,
wasn't here. But
no.
we'll talk about this. People don't remember the controversy. This actress and a lot of people working on the film did not like the original Snow White. They
Yeah,
all talked bad about it in interviews, but this lady was basically the face of it. So she
yeah.
kept getting caught with all the strays and comments. And then Disney told her to stop, and they tried to do damage control, but it was kind of too late. She already
Yeah,
turned
she
people off from watching this movie with no respect for the original film.
yeah, she literally contradicted herself later on by saying the exact opposite of what she said earlier, Like she was in an interview with what was her name? The actress who played Little Mermaid.
I
And
don't know who it
basically
is.
yeah, and basically everything she said, like, that caused her to be in trouble, she's now saying the opposite. Like, oh, this is an important movie and this and that. She liked Snow White, like eesh, eesh.
I'm just
But
saying, if I do decide to go see this movie, I'm gonna go all out, man. I'm gonna pull up as a Twisted Wonderland character. I'm gonna pull up as
go
Vil,
for it.
and we're gonna
Go for
enjoy whatever this movie's gonna be because I forced
it.
myself to watch the live action Beauty and the Beast movie when it came out because
Mm-hmm.
it was better than watching a Christian movie.
that's
So
fair.
I can suffer through another one.
Mm-hmm.
You should watch the Christian Plays
That's
parodies
fair.
that I think that's so Jason.
No, like there's a reason why I was forced to go watch that movie. It was because I was forced to do like the confirmation stuff, because my parents wanted me to do it, whatever. And I
Mm-hmm.
missed out on a trip, and the person, like the teacher person, was like, "Hey, go watch this movie and write like a short essay about it." And I was like, "Okay,
You're
thank."
lucky they make you watch Bible Man. All right.
It was called like The Shed or something. I don't fucking know I don't remember what it was about.
Gotcha.
But
Uh, yeah,
But
if
honestly,
people ask
If
for it,
I go
we'll
see,
review this film. If
I
people ask
I
for it, we'll review this film.
I I don't know if I want to go see this film. Like,
no,
No,
and
no,
that's why.
I'll make Jake watch
I
it. I
like
mean, me,
I
Chris, and Jake.
I'm
Me, Jake,
I
and Witch for the first time.
if I'm going to watch this film, it's just because I want to see like a disaster happen,
I still
between all the
think
changes they make.
I still
Go ahead.
think Little Mermaid was a solid movie. I thought the live action version, it
Mhm.
wasn't visually as cool as the cartoon version, But story
They gotta stop
wise,
making animals look real.
Yes. I want to.
Can I give my hot take? Can I give my
It
hot
haunts
take on
this movie
live action
too.
Disney princesses?
Yeah.
Go
what's
ahead.
My personal opinion, I feel like the Disney princess that was done the best out of all of these so far is Aurora, Cinderella, everyone else. Like it'll
Who's
be
Aurora?
Aurora, Cinderella, Ariel, then everyone else.
that was the Sleeping Beauty.
In, term,
The Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty, Princess Aurora.
wait, in terms of live
Sleeping
action,
Beauty had a
Yeah,
live
like
action.
how their characters were adapted from cartoon to live action.
Don't say yeah, like I just want to know that. When did that happen?
Mhm.
I remember
I
this
didn't know
being a
Aurora
thing.
got a movie.
Wait.
I remember live action Cinderella with Rob Stark from Game of
No,
Thrones. I don't
have you
remember
not seen
Sleeping
the
Beauty.
Maleficent movies?
I wouldn't count that now.
Nah.
No, that's not what I was thinking. I thought.
No.
Oh, I guess no.
There's
I guess
never a remake called Sleeping Beauty. That's what I remember.
I feel
You talking
I
about
guess I
Maleficent? Then I agree.
I'm talking about the Maleficent movies because Aurora is
Yeah,
is
she's
amazing.
in that.
She's in that, but that was like
no, but I was saying
Maleficent
that
was the main focal point then.
I was saying that I didn't really like it, but I liked the Little Mermaid movie. I thought it did a lot of small revisions that made the story better. I just think like anime. I mean, obviously visual wise, it just doesn't compare. I think that's the big thing. I think for a lot of people, those Disney movies, the animation carries them for a lot of people. I think that's really the issue.
Like Jake, I want to see if you can find a way to say that all the changes in this movie all make it better, man. In Snow White, because you remember all the changes they're making are due to a lot of them viewing the original movie as "quote unquote" problematic.
But that's the difference from looking at one film like Little Mermaid saying you want to add stuff to make sure all the plot makes sense, and then just changing a lot of the movie because you don't like how problematic you'll be seen in current day.
Yeah, because I'm just going off the top of my head. I remember liking Ariel and the Prince a lot more for like loving each other at first sight because they both wanted the same thing, and that's a lot better than her just seeing the first guy on the ship and be like, oh, "He's hot." I love that.
Jake, it's funny. It's funny you should bring up the Prince because, like, I know they had to do a lot of reshoots here. I recall Rachel Ziegler mentioning, like, the Prince was filmed in a way where if they wanted to cut him out completely from the film, they could have, But
The
in
Prince
here,
was not important. In my own words.
To be
she
fair,
literally said there's no love story here. But then in the trailer, you see like they added that little scene between her and the Prince to kind of. I guess they filmed it afterwards,
Well, yeah, to be fair, even the original Prince wasn't that important.
He wasn't. Besides,
the
like,
idea to make him
part
even
of
less
it.
important is crazy.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. I just saw. Well, I didn't just see it, but The Acolyte. What the director said that show was versus what that show was not the same. So I say that to say that just because the director says something doesn't mean that's entirely what's in the product.
It was the actress, not the director.
I mean the actors. I mean, yeah, that's what, like actors, directors.
But Jake, do you think they probably looked at all the backlash that Rachel Ziegler received on her Prince comments and said, "Okay, we need to rectify this. We're going to make changes to the Prince to have him relevant in the story."
It's possible.
I hope not. Why would you wait for? Look, I get. Go ahead, Witch.
Okay, let me just. So we all know what Rachel Ziegler said. No one's denying that. However, I think the actress who played Aurora in the Maleficent movies probably like made a good point, where she was like, "Oh, like, people expect like say like when a movie comes out with like a female princess or whatever, they expect her to be like physically like super strong and everything, and expect them to like hold a sword, but." You don't have to, like, you can have your power and your femininity, and I thought that was like really cool because that's what the classic Disney princesses were showing. That's what Snow White, Cinderella, and Aurora were trying to like portray, I guess you can say. Like, was it like the best way of portraying it? Probably not, but like it was still there. Like, Princess Florian wasn't a big part of Snow White's story. But like she didn't really need him, but at the same time, the reason why the prince was in the story to begin with was to, I guess, to like, it's kind of hard for me to explain, but the reason why he showed up at the end of the movie where he gave that parting kiss, like he didn't know. He didn't know that she was gonna wake up from it, you know?
Yeah,
And I think you could
don't put it like
probably
that. Which,
play around with that, I guess you could say. But like
Just say that.
I hope that they don't try to make this version of Snow White like this like warrior princess type of thing, because that's not who Snow White in the original movie was. Does that make
For the
sense?
time
Yeah.
that the
Yeah.
Disney, this adding to your point, which for the time that the Disney movies were made, those kind of were like standout female type things, like a female
Yeah.
protagonist going on
no
adventures
one's
of their own.
denying that.
Yeah.
No
So
one's
like for the
denying that.
time,
But
yeah.
I've talked to people where they say that they refuse to let their kids watch the classic Disney princesses because the fact that these characters aren't strong, which is not even true. Like, did you not
I heard that
watch
too.
the movie? Like, they might not
It-
be like strong like in a physical sense, but they are strong in the emotional, mental sense.
yeah, for the
Cinderella
time,
went through a lot,
for,
and
for the
she
time
she
that
put
these
through all this. Too.
characters, by the time these characters were made, those were like that was kind of a thing to aspire to for like a little girl. Like, you could be a girl, but you could be adventurous. You could lead a story basically, and like you could also have like a handsome man. I guess that'll be the more antiquated thing at the end of the day. But like as
And
time
there was the goal in the fucking 90s, 30s.
Just because you fall in love doesn't mean that's demeaning for a woman, you know. Just saying, you know.
I would say as times have changed, though, the female experience for what is strong has evolved, basically. So these things just look kind of antiquated to a modern audience. I can understand like the way they portray these things. I understand that.
As a modern audience still watching the animated films.
They watch the animated film. Yeah, they watch the animated films because they like the animation. And then those people, there are people like to say there are
Bro, I get you. You show a child today, like Tangled, and then show the animation from the original movies, they're not gonna like.
No, they're not gonna. No, definitely not. I'm talking about the older audience.
And Jake, when it comes to merchandise and theme attractions, man, they always go to the original princesses and that stuff. You
Because
know,
it's nostalgia. Because I can bank off it. I can bank off the parents. I get them over there. That's what that's for. I guess my point. My point is like to Witch's point. Like these princesses were strong for their time. It's just not like what societal norms are today. Basically, this would just seem like old fashioned. In terms of this movie,
wasn't there a concept?
In terms of this movie, though, I don't know. I'm not really like getting out of my seat to watch a Disney film. If I get interested, I'll watch it. I'm not against it though.
Wasn't there a controversy about the dwarves as well?
Oh, wait! Before we go to the dwarves, I just want to say one point concerning the prince. Back when the original Snow White was being made, they did want to give the prince more scenery, more story, but you gotta remember, at that time, it was painstaking to work on the animation at that time. You know, it's not like the factory assembly line we have of today. You know, back then, it was really hard to make all those scenes. So yeah, a lot of the princess scenes did have to get cut from the product. You know,
Yeah,
just want to throw that.
Especially since that was like the first like full length animated movie. I understand completely. I feel like if they were to make this movie nowadays, they probably would have done more with the prince. But like he was literally just a plot device, you know. Like, and we can acknowledge that he was a plot device. No one's denying that.
Yep. There you go. You know?
I will psychoanalyze these movies if you guys want me to. Well, today.
Gotcha. But alright then, let's move on to the other part of the controversy of this film, the dwarves. How do y'all?
How do we feel? I don't know, man. There was a lot of stuff behind the scenes at first about the tour.
It just look, just based on what I've seen in the trailer so far, it just doesn't feel natural. Like, I don't know why. It does just feel like Rachel Ziegler is behind a green screen. This again, it's just from what I've seen in the trailer. I don't know what it's going to look like in the movie. You know how they're going to interact, this and that. You know.
So it wasn't the controversy that they didn't want to hire any actual dwarves? They're like all tall people. And just CGI down.
Yeah, they look like, I hate to admit it, but the dwarves, they look like if you made the 2D dwarves into 3D, but like at the same time,
Yeah.
it just kind of looks fake. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a fantasy movie. Leave me alone. But like, I don't know. I would expect some flavor of realism here.
Yeah.
It pretty much shows the situation. Like, if you're not in the MCU right now, you're probably not getting a lot of special effects money. All right.
Mhm. It's just weird when I go look in movies like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, right? I can see the humans and the cartoons. They feel like they're in the same shot. They coincide with each other. Here,
Listen. You can't pick the best movie to do that. Like,
no. I'm
that's just
just,
standard.
I'm just stating that as like that movie was made in the '60s, and
I
look at this
know, but
movie made in 2020s.
that's still the
Like,
best movie to do that,
okay.
in
That was
my
just the first
opinion.
thing off the top. That was the first thing off the top of my head. Um, it is obvious that this was part of the reshoots they had to make, like, because they weren't expecting the backlash. I mean, for God's sakes, everybody keeps saying like it was because of Peter Dinklage, but no, Disney has stated they already thought of this beforehand, and they actually consulted with people in the dwarf community about like the changes they wanted to make in Snow White, and apparently they approved of all of that. Like,
Well,
dude,
what was the sample size? Who was the test group? Like what was the data? Like
the
I honestly don't believe they did that, to be honest.
Dude, I would not want to be those representatives right now because I can only imagine Disney CEOs coming at them saying, "You told us this was going to be problematic if we casted little people."
It's weird because, like, why would they do that? When they don't get a lot of jobs in general, and
Mm,
I understand it's stereotypical, but
Yep.
black people play like, oh, okay. As a black person, we feel like we always play stereotypical roles for a long time. This is
Yep.
your best chance for y'all to get jobs, like just general. If you get
Yep.
yourself in one job, you
yeah,
shouldn't deny
Mhm.
the rest of your
to
people a
get,
job.
to get in the historical context, yeah, black people weren't a lot on TV for a long time, so when they could get any role they could, they took it. You know what I mean? Like
I
Mhm.
know. I think
on
it's even
TV,
worse for dwarves. There's not a lot of roles for people actually writing little people.
right?
Mhm.
Um, I, I, I mean, I wanted to say I didn't really. I feel like the dwarves were kind of the stars of the show, so maybe they're most important to get
Yeah.
right. Yes, so like,
I mean, it wasn't Prince Charming that went to go to fight against the witch. It was the dwarves in the original movie. A lot
Yeah,
of people
the
don't.
dwarves really pulled up for Snow White. I don't know what
Yeah.
Florian was doing. He was just like trotting around. I guess he was chilling out.
It wasn't Prince Charming though. Prince Charming put up on Maleficent in the devious
You mean
way.
Prince Philip? He has a fucking name. It's Philip.
No,
Hmm.
I'm not calling that.
So
Charming
yeah.
did back and shit. He was just like, "Oh, I like
Hey,
this girl, and I want to try to find the girl with
That's
the
why I
shoes."
like that
That's
you
magic.
it.
guys,
And that's Prince Charming.
question,
He deserved that name.
question, guys. Do you guys think it's going to be the dwarves that are going to go up against the witch in the end of this movie?
Who
I'm sure
knows?
it's gonna be her and the dwarf, and the dwarves are gonna fall.
Oh,
Who knows?
okay. Yeah. Any other thoughts on the dwarves?
hmm?
Yeah.
As long as I
Okay.
guess,
Like.
they
Okay.
act like their originals, I guess I can't really say much.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about the witch?
She's a Zionist. I hate her.
She's wicked.
Yeah,
Uh, when I saw her, I'm
she
like,
can be
okay,
wicked.
she looks good. Maybe a little too good. Just
But to be
saying.
fair, she's supposed to be. What's she supposed to be, like an old lady?
But we saw what she looked like, yeah, before she turns into an old lady.
I think that's fine.
She's played by Wonder Woman, for God's sakes.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Because her whole
Yeah.
thing's like, who's the prettiest of them all? Because also had to be pretty, and it's no way just had to be the girl they chose over her. Which I
Mhm.
don't believe in this film, but okay.
Yeah. A lot of people don't believe that. I mean, the witch. I don't see why you would be worried about this version of Snow White.
She's
So
basic. All
Okay,
right, let's just say
like
it.
this girl
Basic.
herself isn't bad, but like this hairstyle's
yeah,
terrible on her. Like I would not
yeah,
say she was better than Wonder Woman.
yeah, But is what it is. Well, any other thoughts before we move on, guys?
Not really,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
They better sing the full Hi Ho song. I want the full song.
I'm not gonna lie to
No
you,
bullshit. Nothing.
Unless I haven't watched Snow White. Unless this is me, I'm gonna be the minority. I haven't watched Snow White. I don't know why you
We
even make
watched
a
it
live
together
action
like
of this.
last year.
Yeah,
All of us
yeah,
did.
I was last year. But like, I don't even know why you would make a live action of this because there's not really much of a story. At least in the
boring.
first movie I watched, I don't remember.
The first 30 minutes is 15 minutes of them walking.
Right, like
Mhm.
it was like this. The movie to me was carried by the animation, which at the time was legendary. Let's be real. But like, I just don't see the point of making a live action unless we're gonna like deep lore this and add some more like story to it. So like, unless they're doing all that,
Yeah.
I'm not really all that interested in this film. I wasn't even interested in the original, to be honest. But
You
Again,
could
if
have
you
fleshed
want
out the prince with her to make it less creepy what he's going to do randomly.
yeah, I feel like
exactly, you know,
there are parts of the story that have done that, like in live action. There was a live action Snow White a
Just-
while ago that did something like that.
just say that they knew each other as kids and he had feelings for her, you know.
Yes, throughout
So,
the film, have him meet her and all this other stuff.
mhm.
Honestly, who knows what they're gonna do, man? Knowing
Yeah.
what I know from some of these live action Disney movies, it can either be pretty good, like Maleficent, or dog shit, like Beauty and the Beast.
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna say the Lion King.
Oh, Mulan was
This
ass.
one, this what Rachel Ziegler will have to give like a phenomenal performance to sway everybody back. You know, just saying.
To be fair, she was in one of Jake's favorite movies last year on The Mockingbird.
I
What
saw
it was? Hunger Games.
Yeah,
And
Hunger
she did
Games.
pretty
Yeah, I
well.
saw them. She
Yeah.
did pretty well. Wait, did that movie make money?
Lucy
I
Gray.
believe so.
Soon so.
I thought that movie flopped. Huh.
If it did, it wasn't because that movie was bad. Because I seen it too. That
Yeah.
movie's pretty good.
Well, I mean, the problem with that is like you gotta remember this was during the teen apocalyptic era. Like you gotta remember a lot of that audience they grew up. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
the audience for that franchise was gone. But let's
yeah,
see. I'll look it up while y'all keep going.
gotcha. What else from the trailer can we dissect?
Not much. Like I said, like for Snow White, that's the one they really should have put all their money into visuals with because it's like it's a visual story, it's a visual film. So
Damn. Dude, the money they had to pour into this film, as well as the additional money they had to pour into all the reshoots and oh wait, remember those set photos we saw? Those 7 people that were supposed to be the stand-ins for the dwarves?
Yeah,
no,
Oh, dude. Yeah, those. Remember, you see that one little person leading like 6 other diverse people,
yeah.
regular-sized people.
No. What you're thinking of is the Lost Boys.
No, this was a topic. We saw the set photo of these were supposed to be like the stand-ins for the dwarves, the replacements, and everybody flipped out on the internet because you had 6 regular-sized people and just one, well, basically token little person
that's
there.
that
You
much.
know?
The more you say it, the more it sounds to me. But yeah,
No, I'm sure it was because we got that and we got the Lost Boys and people were like, "Why is there a girl in the Lost Boys?"
Mhm.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like,
I'm just saying, like those actors those actors had to film their scenes and like had to have gotten paid, but now all their scenes probably had to get cut again for
yeah, I
obvious
found it.
reasons.
I found it.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
they
is it?
put her in a red, in a fucking Red Riding Hood jacket, and there's 6 regular sized or 7 regular sized people and 1 actual dwarf.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was talking about. So I guess all of them just got cut off.
I guess so. The
No.
other these dwarfs look like them, unless there's a lot of changes.
Gotcha. But all right, guys. I think we
They're not
talked
even
about
wearing the
this
same
one.
outfit.
Yep. Again, reshoots, man, delays and all that stuff. They had to put like an additional 100 million on the budget for this film, you know? So alrighty guys. Ready to move on to the next topic?
But so wait,
Wait.
uh, for record, Hunger Games did make its money back. It wasn't a huge success, but it wasn't a success.
Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. But any final thoughts before we move on?
No.
Okay. Hold on a sec. Let me bring up the next picture. Do-do-do.
It's my turn again. Because F Jake.
It's the boy.
Fantastic Four.
To the
Oh, what the
boy.
fuck? Oh, what the?
I was
Okay.
very excited for this. I was very excited for this.
Announce it. Announce it.
Lilo and Stitch first look. I was a huge Lilo and Stitch fan. Like, before I know about Rocket Raccoon, this was my alien with a gun.
Wow.
My furry alien with a gun was Stitch. Because that show was great. I don't care on animal stuff. Not the sequel and not the anime.
Hey,
But
I watched it. I liked it, and I watched it too. I watched the whole series and the ending.
Pippin, stop making us seem like we're the same generation.
Hey, I babysitted my nephews a lot growing up. All right, so I watched a lot of the same things they did.
Okay.
Mhm.
It's like every time we talk about some show that I grew up with, I'm like, yeah, I was there.
Mhm.
But
Go ahead.
Leo Stitch was a great show. And watching everyone was scared how they were going to do the live action Stitch. And I want to say they did okay. The fur looks kind of weird in some of the teaser, but I think it's okay.
There were people
They didn't
complaining
want
that
to.
fur is darker, and I'm like, it's probably just to hide the CGI, really, so they can do darker.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wasn't even
yeah.
talking about that. I think that's okay.
I think the animators realized, okay, this could look a little freaky if we make it live action, so let's make it as close to the animated one as possible. Let's not exaggerate
Yeah.
anything.
Imagine they went full realistic.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, he looks cute. No one's denying it.
When he goes to the monster, though, can you say that which? Like,
Yes.
shot the
I
teeth,
don't.
the forearms.
Have you met me before?
Uh, my
Oh,
favorite, my worst thing I thought they were going to do. I don't know if people remember Lilo Six to a degree, but a big plot point was that people thought it was a dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought they were going to make him more dog-like at first.
I can imagine that was in the concept art, Austin.
Like a big part of them disguising Stitch is like, oh, he's just a weird dog.
Hmm.
But I
No,
I would ask
so
you because
yeah, the
you
show
watch
every
the
time
show.
we
Go ahead.
saw because they couldn't explain that Stitch was an alien. So
Yeah.
when they saw Stitch running around, they were like, "Oh, that's our weird fucking dog." I'm like, "No dog looks like
Yeah,
this."
and
What
they
are you
had to
talking
sell that
about?
idea.
Yeah.
Everybody except a
Guys,
little blonde girl accepted that idea.
guys, they literally had an episode where they entered Stitch in a dog competition. Now that was
So
literally.
stupid.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
was a
a
little bit too
dog.
far.
It's not-
You told me official dog people can't tell different.
Yes, yes. They were like admiring, oh, look at the teeth in this canine. Like, he is that ultra rare breed of dog from Uranus or whatever,
They could have said he was like a rare koala, and that would have made more
Yeah,
sense.
he
he does
looks
look
like
like
a
a
koala.
koala.
Honestly.
Yes, he does look like a koala. It does.
Yeah.
But
See, Austin, I have watched this series, man. Huh? There. I
I
pulled that
didn't
deep
doubt it.
Again, I have a
Every time you
lot.
do that, I forget that you're older than me. So then when I remember, it's like, wait, what? How do you watch this show?
Yeah, again, I had a lot of nephews and nieces I had to babysit, and of course, I watched everything that they were watching. So yeah. Um.
But how far do you think this movie will go with the
Uh,
plot?
nah, it's basically gonna be the first movie. Like,
Uh,
Jumbo and Pleakley are gonna come in to hunt Stitch, and it's going to end with Stitch agreeing to stay and stay with
that was a
Lilo.
movie?
Yeah.
That was part of the
This
show. Golly.
no, this was originally a movie, and then it got so popular that they decided to make a show of it.
I did not remember that.
Yeah, remember, audience, like, Stitches was called Experiment 626 because he had 625 other relatives that he calls his cousins,
Including a female version that they act like not his cousin.
Yes, a love interest that would count as his family. Yeah. Yeah, audience. In Stitch's defense, it's not like, who else could he be with? Really.
Well, to be fair, the show goes either way. Like, oh yeah, we manipulate all their DNA so much they're basically not related.
That's true. That's true. Dude, you literally have one of his cousins that's literally a germ.
Yeah.
That's as far removed as you could possibly get, you know? So, oh, speaking of his extended family, okay, they got away with the design of Stitch. How are they going to get away with the designs of Pleakley and Jumba Jukiba?
I think Jumbo's gonna look great in this style.
Okay.
Quickly is what I'm worried about.
Oh,
They're. I mean, Stitch is furry. That's what makes him look weird. The others are aliens. Disney has done aliens before. They'll be fine.
Well, poor
uh,
Jumbo is also furry as well. He like I was worried about
mhm,
how fur they have to use on him to better Stitch.
mhm.
Mm.
To be
Yeah,
honest.
they would have to cover them up with fur. Yeah, let's see. Gantu?
I don't know.
Dance will be.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that was the villain.
yeah, he was the big
Yo,
guy, the big
so
well.
like
Oh
when I
yeah, I
was
forgot his
a kid,
name.
when I was a kid, I
Yeah,
remember
wow.
Gantu like I don't know why. As a kid, I remember Gantu like Vilgax from Ben 10, and then when I watched the show, I was
Why?
like, I don't know, because I watched the show as an adult. I was like, yo, this dude was a fucking
He
Awesome.
wasn't
joke.
even really evil. He was just trying to
Awesome.
get this dangerous
Yeah,
alien
I
off
was
the
like,
planet.
I
Yeah.
was like, you don't know how disappointed I was to find out he was a fucking fraud, bro. In my head, I hyped
Hey,
him.
bro,
Yeah.
he wasn't a fraud, but
Awesome.
he was an officer of the law trying to do his job the whole show.
I guess.
No, you felt sorry for the guy. You only have one
Yeah.
assignment. You do, and he was just constantly getting abused by his
Yeah, his
boss,
boss was
Amsterdam.
fucking him up.
Yeah, you know,
I'm gonna show up like, oh, you know what? Actually, you're right. He can say it. Like, fuck off.
Pempsterville. You see, Austin, it's amazing that like Lilo and Stitch was your generation, but I remember more about the lore at this point. You know?
Man, okay. It was my generation, but Ben 10 was also only coming up. TND was also coming out. Okay.
So
I was
Lilo,
on
Okay.
Data Channel as much as I used to be.
original Lilo and Stitch came out in like 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a year before I was born.
Oh wow.
I read for this topic.
But
I still remember seeing the trailers in theaters for this movie.
We get it. You're old.
Mm-hmm.
We
Jake,
understand. We
Jake, you were
understand
saying
that you're
something?
older than all of us.
Jake, you were saying something?
but I was 2 years before I was born. Wait, no, after I was born. I get my words confused.
After.
All right,
Yeah,
I
I'm about
was
to say, he's not that younger than me. I was 97. He should not be 21. 2001.
Listen,
Yeah, Jake, you're older than me, man.
what version of the story is correct? That's for you to decide on it.
Yeah, I doubt we're going to get like the ending being like all his cousins and their capsules are going to be spread all over Hawaii. I'm just saying, you know.
I
Oh,
could see it.
mhm.
If they just do a trilogy, I could see the next one be capturing half of them and the final one be, trying to get the rest of them like that.
Got
But
it.
they don't know how they want to handle it.
You know, one thing that always kind of had me scratching my head was, okay, well, like when it came to the original show, right? They stated all the cousins got spread all over Hawaii, right? And in order for them to be released from their capsules, you just add water. And for some reason, everybody was getting released one at a time, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you literally dumped these capsules in probably one of the wettest places on the planet.
All I do is rain.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It doesn't take much. It's a drop of water. That's it. That's all it takes to release them, you know? But yeah, what can you do?
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Any final thoughts before we move on?
No.
It's time for
Moana
Witcher
meets
time.
family.
Go on now.
No, what I say?
Yeah. Okay, hold on a sec. Which? Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god, is it my turn? Well, we just got the official trailer for the Dead by Daylight Castlevania crossover the other day. And I swear several people were gonna send this to me before I found out, but guess what, nerds? I found out about it first, and so I spread it around like a freaking STD. But
Hey.
Castlevania.
Which follows?
Don't
Yeah.
spread STDs, guys. That's just good advice. So, as you can obviously tell, the killer in question, if you don't know anything about Dead by Daylight, is going to be Dracula. I think he's called the Dark Lord
Yeah.
or something like that in the game. I can't remember exactly, but it's fine. I was reading some of his like little character blurb, and they bring up his origins as Matthias, and then him as Dracula, and then after he dies and reincarnates his Soma. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't remember what his abilities are, but from what I've seen from clips, looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. But you might be wondering, who is our introductory survivor? Who might it be? Who might it be? Well, it's our boy Trevor Belmont. And you might be wondering, is it from the show? Fuck no. Fuck no, guys. No, this is from Curse of Darkness, you motherfuckers.
That makes it weird.
Like, it is his Curse of Darkness design, and before you're like, does he have the whip? No, he does not have the whip. It shows in the trailer that he does not have it, and he's like, dang, I guess I gotta make do, So he got power bumped a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah. So I also saw a little banner that we might be getting Alucard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm living the dream. So funny enough, there was another game that's kind of similar to Dead by Daylight, but a lot more family friendly. I can't remember the name of it at the moment, but if I remember, I'll post it online. Where there was a DLC that you can purchase that is literally you can get Leon Belmont, which is shocking because you don't see Leon in anything besides his own fucking game. And then you can also play as Alucard. So I thought that was pretty cool that he's going to be in another one of these types of games. So, yeah. So stay tuned for that. I'll keep y'all posted.
That's not a good thing. Which it's not good.
It is
Okay.
good because
No.
I love Castlevania. So shut up.
The lore of this game is that this game is basically there's an entity like the devil who's making deals with all these dark entities so they can just hunt and kill forever.
I think you forget that I don't really play Dead by Daylight. I'm
I'm just saying Trevor's about to go through the worst experience in history. That's all I'm saying.
Motherfucker, he's fought Dracula before.
It's not about fighting Dracula. You can't fight back in this dimension. He's gonna die, come back alive, to die again from different killers for the rest of his life.
He'll
Ever.
be fine. He'll be okay.
Actually,
It's
his fate will be up to you, the player. So get the Dead by Daylight Castlevania DLC only at your.
Jesus Christ, Jake! You
Look, we're not plugging other people's stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm glad that they chose Trevor's Curse of Darkness design rather than his show design or even his Judgment design, because I don't want to talk about his Judgment design. That's way too many belts for my personal liking. But he looks awesome, by the way. Just thought if anyone was curious, he looks awesome. If you look at the trailer, you're gonna be like, damn, he got fine. And yes, you are correct, my guy. You are correct. But I'm actually kind of curious who's gonna be in that other like little banner thing that they have, because obviously we saw Alucard, so we're probably gonna get Alucard. That's obvious. But who else are we getting? Place your bets in the comment section below, man.
Is Alucard the killer or the hero?
That's the real question here. Because in that other game that I was talking about, Leon was the one who was trapping all like the players into like this like cage type thing, and Alucard was the one fighting off against them. So who knows? Realistically, he might be a survivor, but who knows? We are
That
gonna
would
have
be
to wait
kind of
and
lame, so he won't be able to use his powers. I ain't gonna lie.
see. True, but keep in mind, if Dracula and Trevor can have their abilities, so can Alucard. So
They'll
I
probably
guess
do Alucard and the Reaper. They give the TV show people something.
probably. Anyways, August 27th, I believe that's what, either 26th or 27th. So stay tuned for that. People have already started posting like little clips of it, so stay tuned. Yeah, that's it.
Ooh.
I
really?
like
That's it?
Castlevania. I don't know what you want from me, man.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, what
It's
else
not
do you want?
right here. It was a short trailer.
It was a very
Okay,
short
okay.
trailer, and very few information has been released because some people got early access. So I don't know what you want
Yeah.
from me.
Gotcha. Alright then. I guess with that we can move on to the next one. Hold on a sec.
It takes time.
Do 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 do
Who wants to
Jake Duff.
If you look closely, in the shadow of Wolverine in the back of this thumbnail, you can see my mutant character walking up behind there. Like my
Shut the fuck up.
do?
He has super
have to
speed. I
ask,
saw
are
it,
your
which I saw in the paper.
is true.
Hey Jake, I have a question for you. Are your titties out like Emma Frost, but have to make an X?
No, I'm not like no. I'm more like I got this little jacket that Beast got right here. Because I'm a jacket kind of guy.
Not a little jacket, okay?
Well, Beast looks like he belongs in the musical Cats in this image.
I mean, sometimes he
Yeah,
looks
because that would have
like
been
a
like
cat.
a were-dog head face for some reason.
I mean, sometimes he
Yeah.
looks like a cat. Anyways, we should actually say the name of the topic.
Oh, right,
X-Men 97 Season 2 suits revealed. Thanks, Grant Morrison.
You stole Jake's topic.
Yeah, really. I was gonna say it, but whatever. But X-Men 97 Season 2 suits revealed. I said again. That's right. So yeah.
Oh,
How you feel about the suits visually right now?
Well,
Huh?
quote unquote revealed, audience. Like we just got word that they're going to be based on the design by Grant Morrison from his run.
Yeah, but how faithful they, man. It should be a direct thing. Also, we saw these suits in what? Dark Phoenix?
From the
Live
90s?
action films, there were Dark Phoenix, the movie.
Dark Phoenix.
They had these suits. Chris, this
Oh,
you forgot this film.
Oh, that's that really awful one.
Chris forgot, bro. That's how
There were
the
only
Fox
two
universe just
X-Men
died. He
movies
threw the whole thing out of his brain.
There were only 2 movies, X-Men movies about the Phoenix, and both of them were awful. So you're not really narrowing it down. But yes, the last one.
I said the really awful one. You know?
Okay. So X-Men.
I'll post it for you.
Since he doesn't remember like I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we got new suits. Cool. I don't really know.
That confirms a weird thing, though.
What?
Up?
I mean, we're going straight from 97 X-Men to 2000 X-Men.
Yes.
I mean, from when we saw X-Men 97, they did have some mutants that debuted later, but like as small cameos. So. It's not out of the realm of what we know.
Okay.
It's out of the realm of what they already set up, though, which is what I mean.
Just as long as they don't like push it to like saying it's modern, you know, like the modern day, you know, I still like that they still want to keep themselves around around the storylines that are around during that time, you know.
Yeah, so like 97, 90. So the range like 97 to 04. All right, the furthest we can go is 04.
Yeah, you know.
No, they're most likely gonna go past 04. They're doing 2000. The run after this will be the Kitty run.
Yo, y'all hyped for Kitty Pryde in X-Men 97 Season 2?
I'm hyped for Kitty Pryde in the
Yeah,
X-Men.
as long as they're still sticking to main X-Men, we're
Jubilee
probably
will
gonna
be
get
there.
all the way up to Hope. To be honest,
Jubilee will be there saying, "Looks like I got competition now." You know,
she's the old.
Maybe she'll finally start acting like an adult.
Oh, that's true.
They're both of them play the same type of character. They're supposed to be like the young person coming into the new kid coming into the team. You know, so
I think it's funny because Kitty's supposed to already be here.
Maybe Wolverine will kill Jubilee so Kitty can take a shine.
Will Kitty say the N-word?
Jesus Christ, for bringing that back.
Are we gonna say the mutie is the N-word? Are we gonna do it?
But I guess at the end of the day, they're new suits. Not really much to say.
I just think it's weird to go from the 97 stories that they chose for season 2 that we already know of so far to jump into this. But if they're saying that this is going to be in it, it's most likely going to be like mid-season. I don't think it's like an end-season thing.
I don't think it can't be beginning of the season because of the situation they're in.
Well, they're split up. I think they're going to meet back up in the middle, and these are the suits they're going to put on when it's time to fight Apocalypse and stuff in Monday. In 2000.
Just wake me up when Magneto turns evil again, and then we gotta deal with
it. I'll wake you up at the end of the season.
Oh, by the way, Austin, I saw that picture you showed me of that latest Dark Phoenix movie. I completely wiped their costumes out of my mind.
To be fair,
really
this is a
can't.
terrible picture of the suits, but I just wanted to show
Yeah,
you that he existed.
yeah, which is so sad because I remember at the end of Apocalypse, you got to see their suits and they all look pretty good, but they were all literally like in the last 2 minutes of the film, you know. So
Well, to be
yeah,
fair, they did for some reason say, "Oh yeah, so we're gonna jump 10 years and have everyone look exactly the same."
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, they
That is
wanted to
true.
do like a decade piece with the X-Men, but
Yeah.
But they want to age the actors up and
the,
all.
All right.
no,
Alrighty. You guys got any other thoughts before we move on?
Uh,
No.
I think it's a good
not
suit.
really.
Mm-hmm.
These were the ones inspired by the 2000 X-Men film,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't I don't know what 2000 story you can just jump into based on where are right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see when we get there.
Gotcha. Anyway,
Until
My turn.
speaking of seeing, guys, let's move on to the next topic. Austin?
Daredevil Born Again trailer. I heard this trailer with my ears. Right? I heard it with my eyes. I heard it through touch. I heard the whole trailer.
Yeah.
I saw like .5 of a clip because I couldn't find it anywhere.
I read the subtitles in Braille.
only real Daredevil fans are capable of this type of.
I have the shades across from you right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the trailer pretty much just confirmed everything we heard so far.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously us here have had set photos. I don't know if y'all seen them, but I remember I had them and I posted them just in case. But
Mm-hmm.
we get to see White Tiger. It seems like Daredevil stopped fighting for a while. Just focused on being a lawyer. So White
Yeah.
Tiger felt like he had to step up and take over the city. He fucked up. So he's
Uh,
in jail.
He fucked up real bad.
that actually does coincide with the original White Tiger's origin from the comic. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
He was a
Yeah, 'cause I don't know a lot about White Tiger outside of his daughter.
Mm-hmm. Well, his daughter ended up becoming the staple character to the mantle, but I
He
like
got
that
a
they're giving.
cartoon.
Yep. The most her father ever got in terms of recognition was that one skit from Dexter's Laboratory of the Super Friends. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that.
They should have just tied him and his powers to another god like Black Panther.
Yep. Yep.
I think you could have eased all that story together and could have made something unique. But
That's
uh,
true. They'll
he's
likely
here.
save
His
that for
suit
the
looks
daughter.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they'll likely save the whole mystical power things for his daughter. But I like how this is basically, how can I say it? Like prototype White Tiger, you know?
I liked how basic his suit was just for that.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
really felt like he just started.
Yeah, you know?
He didn't have a fake Black Panther white suit on or anything like that. Yeah,
Hmm.
he had the armored top with some regular cargo pants.
Yeah, he feels like if one of us actually went out on the streets to try being a hero, you know?
This basically kick ass at this point.
Exactly, exactly.
Mm.
But
But,
we got a first look at
ooh,
him. We got a first look at the tone, which we know they changed to fit the Netflix shows.
yeah. This is
This is,
basically going to be season 4 audience of
but we also
Daredevil.
see a lot what they kept from before they changed everything.
Like
So a lot of
what?
the plot so far with Kingpin and stuff were stuff we already knew and dialogue we already heard about before the changes happened.
Mm-hmm.
The big change here that we saw was not only the Punisher, but Bullseye being here, who were not supposed to be in the original cut.
Yep. Dude,
Smoggy and Karen also, but they weren't really in the trailer a lot.
audience, they didn't even give the actor who played Bullseye time to work out, man. Because when you saw like those set photos of what he looks like now, you're like, God dang, how late did you call this actor? You know?
I'm fine with it, 'cause Bullseye doesn't really need to be a physical match. It
Yeah,
doesn't
but
matter
I
you
don't
got
want.
adamantium spine.
Yeah,
You
but
just
I
need to
don't need. I can't see Bullseye as someone like from Kick Ass, you know?
bro, his power that he throws things well, okay?
Okay. Just you could have bulkied up the suit a bit. I mean, I remember when he was wearing the Daredevil costume. Like, yeah, you feel like you had a body, you know?
You want to do what they do with Homelander? Just put on some padded suit.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe it'll look different when we actually see him fight. But I'm just saying, like when we saw
I
those
thought he
set
was okay
photos.
when he was in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Yeah.
you see the Punisher at the end of Punisher season 2. I believe he returned to New York. Right now, like he was
Dude,
hiding out. He got a crazy old sportsman axe chopper
dude,
looking for some reason.
Dude, I like to think in the back of my mind, did Marvel literally put Punisher in the basement and just write that in for him in the MCU, saying like he's been secluded in a basement and for all this time. Okay, now he just came up. Just
Yeah, because if Punisher didn't get blipped, I'm very doubt he went ahead and just killing people like a
yeah.
I put the first months, the 5 year people were gone, and the first few months while they come back, the Punisher is running rampant.
hmm Dude, I couldn't imagine him and Hawkeye just sharing beers together as they're just cleaning the streets, during that time.
So the Punisher is someone who would have taken advantage of that to enact his
hmm
justice. So see him freaked out, old beard and stuff, make you feel like he lost some people, but he already lost people. Like who else did he lose at this point?
Whatever happened to
Uh,
this microchip? I forgot.
he left them alone. Remember, in season 1, he left after he saved the guy's life. The guy went back to his family, and Frank didn't want him
Mhm.
involved anymore.
Okay. Yeah, it's been
Then
a
season
while.
2, he
So
had a little girl traveling with him. Well, not a little girl. She was like 18, who was going to be
yeah,
killed. But he saved her, and then he went back to New York.
gotcha. All right, it's been a while since I saw that Punisher show. So yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. I know a lot of people didn't like it because he didn't go
hmm
full Punisher. I wish it
hmm
did too, but I
Um,
did appreciate what they're trying to do.
I didn't like what they did with Jigsaw. Like, I get
I
what
didn't
they
know. I
were
didn't like what they
going
did with
for.
Jigsaw, but I like the other
Yeah,
stuff.
I get what they were going for. Like saying that his mind was mentally broken, but that still just didn't feel right.
He's known for one thing, and it was his first adaptation. You
Yeah.
just deal with that thing.
Yeah.
But we also get Muse for the first time. So Muse was
Oh
always
yeah.
going to be the villain
hmm
because the two things they were doing was Charles Souls, and they wanted to take something for Chip Zdarsky. And we see elements of both in this run.
Yeah. Austin, do you think like one of the things Muse was known for when he was in Daredevil was pretty much damage. He did everything but kill his partner Blind Spot. Do you
Yeah.
think they're going to switch Blind Spot for White Tiger in this situation?
No, I
No.
don't think so. Oh, look, it'll be
hmm
weird. I think it'll be too weird that a dude
Uh-huh.
who looks older than Daredevil, like his protege, only get tortured
hmm
and stuff.
Well, don't have to make him his protege, just a partner in crime. Not partner in crime, but just partner in just
Well,
cleaning
to
up
be
the
fair,
streets.
we are getting eight. Well, I think we're still getting 18 episodes, so I guess that's a
hmm
lot more time to build up their relationship than I thought it would
Yeah.
be. I guess if
Yeah.
that's the case, then sure.
I mean,
But the
yeah,
reason it
just
hit so hard with Blind Spot was like Daryl's first child, like his first
yeah.
Robin.
Yeah, audience, just to catch you up to speed, like Daredevil had a apprentice, a teenage superhero who has a suit that can make him invisible, right? But Muse, in a twisted sense of irony, because this whole thing is about artistry and that stuff, he decided to poke both of Blind Spot's eyes out to, make Daredevil's apprentice actually blind as well. But again, he was just a normal guy who had no powers. So, how's that
Uh,
work out for you?
yeah, it's really messed up. His whole
Yeah,
storyline is kind of tragic, especially his mom
yeah,
and the 10 fingers, all that stuff. But we'll get to that another
exactly.
time.
Yeah,
But people
Muse
don't
himself.
know. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
Muse is an inhuman witch. He's an
Yeah.
inhuman. You don't care, but he's one of them. He's one of them guys.
They're they're not going. They're not going to do that for this series, man. They're going to make him a
No, to be
mutant.
fair, they're probably going to say he's a mutant. But
Yeah.
the reason I say that is because you can't get rid of his power. Unless
Yeah,
they told the accident they give him his power in this movie, I mean, this show, that he's gonna be
yeah,
immune.
yeah. Audience, like, I've been reading comics for a long time, like, so believe me when I say that Muse has a power that I've never seen before in any adaptation.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, he's basically a black hole of senses.
yeah,
Like,
sensory black hole or something. That's what they called him.
yes, yes. Like a couple of girls tried taking a selfie with him, but when they looked at the photo, it was just like a black spot or a red spot or whatever. And when Daredevil had to go search for Muse because he kidnapped his partner, Daredevil had to literally go on top of the Empire State Building, and for like what 2 days or whatever, he had to look for the one spot in New York he actually cannot see. You know like,
Yeah,
yeah, it was an interesting approach. Like, again, Muse introduces a different sort of fight for Daredevil because imagine Daredevil having to fight him. He's fighting literally blind in this spot, So that was that was an interesting take. Okay.
yeah. So Muse was the one. Even before the reshoots, he was gonna be the villain. So
Hmm.
me and Crit did. You can find this in one of the old podcasts. But we were like, Muse is a very dark. He's not
Yeah.
dark, but he is like Gotham City dark. But he can easily be a Batman villain.
Yep. He makes paintings with his victims' bloods and
Body
freaking
parts
makes.
sometimes.
Yep. I remember there was this one member of the hand that he just killed, like cut off his limbs, but nailed his body onto the wall to where it was basically the shape of a hand. Like
Yeah,
both all four of his limbs were pointed upwards as if they were fingers, and the person's head was kind of like the thumb, and the body was just the palm. Yeah, it was a very grotesque. Oh,
but as you were saying, as you said, it took me off for a minute. But
okay.
Muse, like a lot of his art was crazy. You brought up, as you say earlier, he had this selfie scene with two girls,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, you're the dude who did all this art. This is amazing." This dude was creepy
Hmm.
as shit, by the way. I don't know why he did
Yeah.
that. Like these girls had like no preservation of life, but they took a selfie with him, and they were like, y'all got good skin. Y'all skin look great, and he murdered them
So
using to
great.
paint the whole room
Yeah. I
with some
can
other
make
stuff. Like
you
it was off screen, but it's really messed
I
up.
I can make you prettier. Like,
Yeah,
Crit did that again.
I'm just
that's
trying
how
to
the flight he said it. Like it was very
yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
He's
doesn't
a
mean
creepy
you
guy.
have to repeat it.
I mean, like that's why I was so excited when I heard that they're going to go back for the tone for the original Daredevil seasons because Muse is a character that needs to be told in his dark sense. So, yeah.
But other than him, we got Kingpin back, who we already knew.
Yep.
And though I don't think people care as much because Hawkeye and Echo.
Yeah.
Well, I was okay with how he wasn't Echo to the degree. I think Echo needed more episodes because the way how attacked he was came out of blue. Really, ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
They're
I
likely
hated how
going
he
to
went at
turn.
Hawkeye. That side arrow bullshit. I hate it.
Yeah. They're likely going to pretend they didn't have those two shows didn't happen for Kingpin. It's just going to be like, okay, yeah, I just want to be there. There you go.
I don't think they're gonna act like it didn't happen. Just I don't think that stuff matters as much as people think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think they're gonna act like he was just this unbeatable monster. Because we know the plot is still following Echo, where he's gonna try to run for mayor.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
I
mean,
think that's why Daredevil warned him in the trailer was like, bro, if you go out of line and try to do anything, I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like,
hmm
are you talking to Matt Murdock or is your other guy gonna come in trying to beat me up? There's also a plot that he already still knows Daredevil's identity,
hmm
like the Netflix shows, which was a good thing for people. So a lot of people still don't know this is just gonna be season 4.
Yeah. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I think it was implied in season 3 that Kingpin already knew Matt was Daredevil,
He
and
figured out
Daredevil
when he
was
saw the footage of him, like episode 2. He
like,
saw
"Yep,
footage of Daredevil or Matt Murdock fighting in the prison.
yep." But then Daredevil's whole counter was like, "Hey, if you do anything, slip out of line, I'm coming after your wife."
Yeah, that's the real question because she has
Oh,
not been brought up since then. You
oh,
things happened.
yeah, we kind of glossed over this, but audience, they actually went out of their way to recast Wilson Fisk's wife, but then the original actress came out and like said, "Hey, I want to come back in," and so they brought her back in. I'm like, wow, I don't think I've ever seen an occasion like this happen.
I want to see it with voice actors. It happens a lot with voice actors over here in America for some reason.
Hmm.
Like most of the Bleach cast for Thousand Year Blood War got replaced and then they got brought back.
Yeah, live action. I just never saw that happen before,
No, I
but
never see that either.
yeah,
But
we'll figure.
so I guess we'll see how that plot line goes. Because if the wife is okay, or
Mhm.
if there's any concern to be hurt, I don't see Wilson and Fisk. This one's more simpy than any other version. I don't see him going out. It doesn't make sense for him to be making the moves that he did so far. If that makes sense.
Mhm. Mhm.
Cause he wouldn't want Daredevil's attention like he got in Echo.
Yep. Yep.
But I got everything in the trailer looks great. You get to see the last 30 seconds. He's just showing you the fight scenes, which seem on par with Daredevil season 3 at the very least. And that style of fighting.
Hey, if there's one thing they can't screw up on, it's the fighting scenes, because that's one of the things the show is best praised at. You know,
Imagine they do 18 episodes and not one hallway fight scene.
like, oh god, I think that was part of like the reason why they had to completely rewrite this, because I recall that they said that what in the first 6 episodes there was no action or something like that.
It was more the first episode was the first 3 was him in the blip situation,
Yeah.
and the next 3 was like them trying to make a new life.
So,
So
so
he wasn't being Daredevil yet. He was trying to set back up Matt Murdock. Cause
do you think
he
that?
remember he disappeared for 5 years and he come back, all his friends are dead, all the
Mhm.
other like he's in a really fucked up place.
Do you think that
Like
was a
I
smart
get
move?
it. That's not the most but that's not the most interesting Daredevil story to tell. At least at this time.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Jake, which you got
They
any
didn't
input
watch
on them?
Daredevil.
No, I
Oh,
don't
but no,
care.
but still, Jake, you have any input?
I didn't get to see the trailer, dude.
Okay,
I
Jake, you there?
I posted him, but
Okay, Jake, you there?
no, he's not there. He's at BRB.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see. Anything else in the trailer we didn't go over?
I would
Yeah.
like to be able
Oh
to see
no.
the trailer, but they haven't
That
released.
basically what?
They haven't released this trailer, so I can't really have any opinions
It's
on
in
it.
Hot Topics.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
I got it
Mhm.
through other means. If you know, you know.
Okay.
That and the Captain America trailer. I got both of them in there.
Yeah,
I
I
even got the
saw that
Fantastic Four
too.
trailer, but I didn't know if you wanted to see that.
Gotcha. But all
But
right.
no.
Any
But
other?
there's one more thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So in this trailer, we get a scene where Daredevil looks at his helmets, and he has
Yep.
4.
Yes.
So it was the original red suit, obviously. Then he had the yellow suit for She-Hulk.
Wait, there's a scene of what? There's a scene of
Jake's
what?
back.
Jake's alive.
Come here like that.
I put it in the
His
chat.
4
BRB.
suits in the
There's
trailer.
a scene of what? Okay. I thought you said there was
There's
a scene of Daredevil
of
looking.
suits.
I said, look at that shit. All right. I just had to check you there. Make sure.
Block. Okay, someone block that guy. Block that guy right now. Anyway, there's a scene of Daredevil, and
guys.
he's looking at 4 suits. One is the original red one for season 1 through 3. One is the yellow one for She-Hulk, When he, and then there's another one which is all black. Daredevil's all black
Yeah.
suit with red eyes. It's a suit where he gets possessed by the hand, the beast of the hand, and that's the Shadowland arc.
Well.
That happened off screen.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then there's his new current suit, which is like the more comic accurate suit.
Well, a lot can happen in 10 years, you know. So it's a shame we didn't get to see the
If you're
Shadowland.
implying that he fought the hand again, and then the devil beast monster possessed him, he turned evil and took over during the 5 years. That's a crazy ass story arc. Okay, that's a crazy ass story arc.
Again, he was doing stuff, and he was doing stuff in that time, man. What can you say?
Bro, Shadowland ended with like Ghost Rider, Iron Fist, and all them had to team up to fight Daredevil, and he gets killed by Elektra the way she got killed by Bullseye.
Yeah, let's just say that in the canon universe, that's storylines to how Elektra officially got killed. Remember, we never saw what happened to her at the end of Defenders.
I think he died in my heart.
Yeah. There you
But-
go. But Jake, do you have any
Yeah.
thoughts on this story?
Not really. I'll watch
What do
it
you think of Muse, man?
He's amusing.
What do you think about his makeup?
What do you think?
He's
What do you
get
What
up
do you think of
as
his
he goes.
artwork?
He's really artistic.
Will his artwork make you feel something, Jake?
It'll make me feel interested in the show.
Will his painting of different shades of red make you feel something, knowing that they were made with the blood of his victims?
He has me ready for the next topic.
Okay.
I don't know what you expected from us. Like, I don't know what you expected.
All right. Well, any final thoughts, Austin?
I just
Any final thoughts, Austin, before we move on?
Well, all we know is we know the episode count for some of the people. So I kind of feel disappointed that Bullseye's only going to be in like 3 episodes, if I remember correctly. So
True.
Bullseye's my favorite person out of season 3. Ain't gonna lie.
Again, this was just a last-minute thing for the actor to have to do. You know, like, I'm pretty sure he has other projects and commitments.
I get it, but if they got an adamantium spine and then just like, yeah, why you do that?
And he looks
For 3
scrawny.
episodes.
And he looks scrawny. Like, come on, dude. But
They have to be in solitary confinement the whole time, okay?
Mhm.
He's an exercise.
Gotcha. But alright then. Ready to move on to the next topic, Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hold on a sec.
He sounds so disappointed.
Or
Massiveverse announced Owen as its first movie.
Yeah, yep. Of all the books, Austin, to get their movie from the Massiveverse.
does he even have the best
No
sales?
one cares.
You're not funny. You're not funny. Someone punish that man. That wasn't even funny. It was the worst plan you ever made so far.
Oh my god. I could give you Joe Garrison's number if you want, Austin. Yeah, so
No.
But anyway. All right. I don't think anybody saw this coming, Austin.
Does no one sales justify making the film?
That's what I wanted to bring up too. Like,
Didn't you guys bring this up like I think the other week or so?
we did, but we
It
didn't
got
know.
announced, but we didn't know it was a movie. We thought it was a documentary or another podcast.
Yeah, we were confused as to what the situation was going to be for this. I just thought this was going to be another podcast, but no. Apparently, Kyle Higgins is going to be co-directing and writing this, and it's going to be available in Black Market Narrative, where all the podcasts got uploaded. So, wow. Austin, of all the comics to get this sort of push,
That's what I'm saying. I remember knowing number 1 sold out, but I don't think every issue sold out. I don't know how great this book sold. Just by a movie over Radiant Black, we had an animated short there. One look.
You know,
Austin.
you would think like Radiant Black or something would get a show, or like Radiant Pink or
Oh,
something.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they will get. I think they announced
Ray
that.
Black had the animated short again, fighting against
I think,
another older superhero from Image Comics.
no, I think they're going to be Radiant Black's going to get another animated project. They already announced that a voice actor by the name of Troy Baker is going to be voicing Shift.
This man said, "Hey, bro, why you introduce Troy Baker? Like he's not one of the most well-known voice actors of all time."
I didn't know.
You don't know
I
who
don't
Troy?
follow voice
Boy,
actors.
Troy Baker and Nolan North are like the top two who are in almost every project.
Okay, I know Nolan North. That guy I know because he did Deadpool. So, hey, does that count, man? Does that count?
This
No.
guy is the same level as Nolan North when it comes to availability and being in everything.
Mm-hmm. But alrighty, anyway, dude. So you gotta watch this, Austin. Come on, it's a requirement at this
I'll watch
point.
it, but if they don't explain everything in this movie, like if we don't see everything from his point of view, and we won't find out who no one is, I'm never reading no one again. I'm telling you that right now. Like I'll never come back to this book.
Gotcha. Would it help you if I told you that the Massiverse has another book that came out this week?
What
The
was it?
Cowl. The Cowl.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's set in the 1960s, and apparently Kyle Higgins was asked, "Will this book tie into no one?" And he refused to answer.
Bro, that means
Yes.
episode 4, they're gonna be like, oh, yeah, I'm the father of no one. I'm someone. Or something dumb shit like that.
Someone. I want that to happen.
Put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
You're no one,
Someone.
but I'm
Someone.
someone.
You know
Put
one. I'm
on a
someone.
shirt.
Mhm. Someone escaped the law, and I am someone. But
But
dude, I like this is part of one of the reasons why I find no one so interesting is because it's going the extra boundaries in just reading a comic because like it went the extra boundaries with the podcast, right? A listening media. Now it's given us a visual media. I'm like, um, I don't recall any other book doing this sort of thing, to be honest. Um, yeah. Again, it's gonna be interesting. They better have Patton Oswalt in this. I swear to God, they better have Ratatouille
yeah,
coming here.
but I don't know who will voice like and full on.
No, you don't have to have him voice anybody. Just have him be the character that was in the podcast, Barry.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't think about it, but I hope the movie's good.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't leave anything. I understand the reason for leaving mysteries and little stuff like that. Okay, so they want to leave
Yeah.
something to lead into the next series, fine. But you have to tell us who no one is, or no one
Yeah.
has to at least try to take a responsibility. Even if
Yeah.
someone stops him from doing so, he has to at least show that he made the attempt to do so. You
Yeah.
just make this dude the biggest
Awesome.
hypocrite. People will not want to read him.
Austin, literally in the trailer for this, right? When no one is addressing the public, he's saying, "No one escapes the law, not even me." I'm like, you beeping hypocrite. Like,
Yep. So he better prove that.
hmm Like answers cannot give you more questions, audience. That's what the last issue of this comic did. And even the podcast gave you more questions.
He better prove that. That's all I
Yeah.
say.
Okay. Any other thoughts on this, Austin, before we move on?
No.
Okay. Alright then. With that, let's move on to the next topic. Hold on a sec, which?
It's my turn, yeah. Hey, I'm here to talk about Eurovision news again. So the
Mhm.
Joost Klein case has been dropped. It is pretty bittersweet and still enraging at the same time. I literally woke up and I saw this on Twitter and I was like, God damn it. Yay, but fuck my life, am I right? So let me give the quick rundown if anyone doesn't know. So during the
Oh.
Eurovision 2024 season, Joost Klein allegedly like knocked over a camera or something
Mhm.
after his second semifinal, and he was
Mhm.
immediately disqualified without like trial. And a lot of people were rightfully upset.
Mhm.
Even after keep in mind this was like literally like 2 days after, like before the final, right? And and everything like that, and people were pissed off because keep in mind there was a delegation at this contest. I'm not going to name who because I feel like if anyone knows, fuck you, you know. And it's like this one delegation has been like repeatedly harassing people, you know, like harassing other artists, you know, sending other people to like to just make sure that everyone's life is a living hell. Like, keep in mind they like that delegation did something illegal, which they interfered with another country's national final. So I would recommend you guys look up the, I guess, the quote unquote controversies regarding the Icelandic national final. So I would recommend you looking that up. So back to Yost. So yeah, he had to deal with all the harassment and all this other stuff while that camera woman stayed anonymous, which is fucking bullshit. It's like, come on, don't you want to reveal your fucking face since you are skewing accusations, you know? But keep in mind, we find out that guess what, I want you to guess.
What? What?
Well, you have to guess. It's not fun if you don't guess.
So made up the story. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was all bullshit.
Ah, okay. So I was
It
right.
was case was dropped because of lack of evidence. Because Yost has claimed himself, like said himself on his Instagram story, and several other people, not only in his delegation but just like in general, said that he didn't do anything. He was being wrongfully
Hello.
filmed after his semifinal, and he
Yeah,
was
we
trying
hear
to
you.
like push her away.
Sorry.
You know, like to basically telling her to leave him alone. You know, because he didn't sign up to getting filmed right after his semifinal.
Mhm.
I'm not saying that that certain delegation that I've mentioned was behind this. However, it is very possible because I think the EBU was scared that he was gonna win. So they were
Mhm.
like, "Ooh, we gotta like disqualify him for any reason in particular that we can get our grummy little hands on." And Yost said himself that these companies only care about the money and they don't actually care about their performers because, like I said earlier, the several artists and delegations and people working for the EBU has stated that this certain delegation has been harassing them throughout this entire thing. And guess what? They didn't get disqualified. You know how many times they had to change their song because of their how much political nonsense was in there? Several
Mhm.
times. And guess what? Their song that they did submit, that got approved by the EBU, which is the European Broadcasting Union, if anyone was curious, it was
Yeah.
still political. I thought this was supposed to be an apolitical event, asshole.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Next
so
time they
yeah.
gotta do a diss track.
I feel like he should do a diss track and then sue.
Yes.
And it wouldn't be shocking if the Netherlands decides to pull out of the contest after this because that's completely valid. You know, because like without even like doing the investigation first, like after the contest, they were like, nope, let's just like ban him. Let's just disqualify him, you know, basically destroying his dream, like Yost's dream, for no reason. They had no valid reason to disqualify him, and they did anyways. Keep in mind, the song that he submitted was a song about unifying Europe. If you've listened to Europapa, it's a fucking banger. Um, yeah, I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to keep this as short as possible because there wasn't too much, and I don't want to get too much into it because this was a hot ass mess. But on September 1st, you better be streaming Europapa because I fucking swear, because this will spite the EBU, and you might be wondering why on September 1st, because that's when the 2025 songs are gonna start being revealed. It's gonna be on September 1st. So, as a big fuck you to the EBU, Stream Europapa on Spotify or wherever you like to stream your music. And Yost, you did not deserve all of that harassment that you have been facing. And to
No.
that camera woman, fuck you, bitch. And to that delegation who likes to harass everyone that they can, even if they didn't do anything to them personally, fuck you too. I'm not gonna say your name because you don't deserve your name coming out of my damn mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
loser,
yeah.
whoever you
Yeah.
No,
are.
like you're not even in Europe, dude. Like shit, get the fuck out of here. No one wants you here. The only reason why you're still here is because you guys provide some of the most amount of money with your fucking sponsor, asshole. Anyways,
Yeah, bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
Justin for Yost, I hope he sues. And I hope that camera woman reveals who she is so that we all know. I'm not gonna say to harass her or anything,
That's
but
what they're gonna do though.
exactly. I'm not saying that you guys should. I'm just saying things.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say on this. We should move on while I go get more water because I am thirsty.
Cool. Cool.
I guess
Okay.
it's your
Well,
turn to crypt it.
yep. And I'm the one who's announcing this. Red Hulk fully revealed, audience. Red Hulkamania's running wild. That's right. That's right, audience. Damn. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? Try telling me this isn't a Hulk right here.
What?
No, just try saying this isn't a Hulk right here. Look at that.
All I remember is people being petty about certain stuff. So obviously CGI isn't perfect yet because the
Hmm.
movie's not anywhere nearly coming out. But he looks great to me. But I saw
Hmm.
people being like, he's not the right shade.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he's red. What is he? He ain't called Burgundy Hulk. What do you want from him? He's red.
Some people, I just don't know what they want with MCU effects at this point. You know, like
Now
we
to
had
be
this
fair, he
discussion.
does clash with the background pretty a lot. But I
Hmm.
think the movie isn't close to being done yet. You know? So it's like they can still fix that. And even if they don't, it's not terrible.
Hmm.
I wa- they shouldn't take you out the film. This is better than the
Yeah.
effects we had what 5 years ago.
Exactly. Exactly. And plus, this is given the version of Hulk fans have been asking for the past couple of years now. You know, the big
The-
raging scary monster. You know.
and I love the reveal, him coming off from behind the podium, the president
Oh
podium.
yeah.
That was very
Oh,
good visually to see.
yeah. Yeah. But darn it, this is kind of like why I don't like watching trailers, right? I don't want to have to visualize what acts 1, 2, and 3 are going to be because I can already tell he's going to turn into Red Hulk in the final act. So for all the
Yeah,
advertisements, yeah,
that
for all the advertisements they're going to give to Red Hulk for this film, like he's going to be in like the last third of the film, you know?
to be fair, I guess it'd be the same thing they did the Abomination.
True, but they at least kept Abomination act. Well, he wants the
Yeah, I guess that's the
actor,
main
you know?
thing.
Yeah.
Abomination, even before him, was still a threat, or at least
Hmm.
trying to be.
Yep.
Uh, Harrison Ford, Thunderbolt Ross is most likely going to be in the chair. I guess I want the dialogue interesting. I think you still sell this fight, but the
That's true.
question
That's
is the
true.
MCU dialogue that good? So
Yeah.
we'll see when the movie comes out.
Oh man,
Uh,
when the leader was giving his speech about like the world is shifting and you're just another empty symbol, I'm like, God damn, damn.
yeah, that was
Come on,
weird
Sam.
about. So that was good.
Yeah, Sam.
I
Come
forgot
on,
he
you gotta represent, man. You gotta represent the country you stand for.
no. So that's what I mean. So the leader's also here. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
manipulating events, or the president made him work on the serum, whatever.
Yeah.
So John, I don't know if you remember, but the reshoots added John Carlo, who's in the first trailer, as a villain.
Oh yeah.
So I sent
So
you a name. Asked you about a name. I don't remember what Windswinder, what side something, Sidewinder, or something.
sidewinder. Yeah.
Because that's what people think he is. It's not confirmed. That's why I asked you.
Oh,
But
okay,
it's,
yeah, because
yeah,
Sidewinder was like one of the he had a history of the Serpent Society. Just want to bring that up.
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So you told me that, and it was like, oh, but the Social Society was apparently cut out the film. Like, what's going on with this film? And who is going to be the physical threat leading up to Red Hulk? Because there's clearly action scenes here. And Sam just going to be fighting
Like,
scrubs the whole film, and then expecting to
yeah,
beat a Red Hulk. You know what I mean?
yeah, I did kind of find out weird because I remember when the first trailer came out, right? When we saw damn, what's his name again? Gus. Gus from Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
John
Yeah,
Carlo.
when we saw John Carlo, yeah. When we saw his scenes, I was mentioning that likely he's not going to have any scenes with Anthony Mackie because remember he came in late into the film and he came in during all the reshoots. But no, apparently he is going to have some action scenes with Anthony Mackie. I was like, oh, wasn't expecting that. So, well, yeah, there you go. Did you hold on a sec? We just lost Austin. Gonna get him back.
We lost Austin. He died.
Okay. Austin, you're back.
Yeah, my tab had restarted for some reason.
Oh, okay, gotcha,
But
gotcha. Yeah, I was just mentioning how like John Carlos. I didn't think he was going to have any action scenes with Anthony Mackie because he came in the midst of a bunch of reshoots. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm just trying to think. Because you don't do the
like
service side, at least that would have showed people
dude,
Sam unique skills in dealing with other superpowered people
yeah, but
before fighting Red Hulk. But if you
yeah,
just bring Dark Collar on
he's a
as
guy of guns.
yeah,
Like
this guy with a gun, it doesn't look that good on sound.
like
The
I
the
mean,
problem is with this
John
fight
Carlos.
isn't that he's fighting Red Hulk. It's that you're making it very hard to believe he can beat Red Hulk based on what we know about Sam.
Uh huh. Again, man, charging star with that shield, man, breaking the sound barrier, go full Flash Force against
Yeah, but if
Brainiac
he
Lex
does that
Luthor
instead
on
of
those,
Hulk, he
man.
should hurt himself. You know what I mean? He should die.
He's willing to sacrifice himself for the greater good, Austin. So oh damn, we lost Austin again. Hold on
Yeah.
a sec, audience. Jake, any opinions on this man? Jake? Oh man, we lost
I'm
Jake
here.
too.
Okay, never mind then. I
Oh
guess.
yeah, yeah. I still hear you, Witch. I still hear you, Witch.
I don't have much. He's a Hulk and he's red and he has red.
Hair on his chest.
I don't know what you want from me, man.
Okay, Austin's coming
We're
back.
excited
Hold on.
about the next topic because at least
Okay,
like I can
Sorry,
have
guys.
some.
Something keeps coming up on my. This thing going on in the
okay.
background.
Okay. Jake
Sorry
and
about
Austin are back. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Jake,
my internet went out, so I'm on my data now, so it should be fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Any thoughts from you two?
he got man hair. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Jake, how do you feel seeing a Hulk, man, the first time in a long time, man?
I saw Inlay's Hulk yesterday. That was a good movie.
A modern day Hulk.
That this was supposed to be a Hulk movie, not a Captain America movie.
They said, you know what? They said, you know what?
I like
We're putting Sam in it.
no, I still call it a Sam movie. I just I, people fight other supervillains all the time. People thought like it's such a weird thing to see. That's why this movie I think is so
I
important
don't want.
to have a
I don't
person
want to see.
fighting a supervillain that isn't his.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I think people think of
Go ahead.
these movies as like kind of like I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Events for their superhero character. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. The point is when they think of like I'm watching the Captain America movie, they want to see Captain America fight Captain America stuff. Typically, it doesn't matter. No one cares in this movie. They're just making an observation. Typically, people feel that way
I get it.
Yeah,
But Cap versus Hulk were the fights people wanted since the Incredible Hulk, really. It happens in comics all the time. So we get a version of that. I will agree that Leader being here is a little bit too much. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But I don't mind him fighting the Hulk as long as you can make it believable.
No.
But do you think Red Hulk will have his power?
I'm just saying.
Wasn't like the madder he gets, the hotter he gets.
Yeah.
Probably because he can't get any stronger than this. He gets any stronger, that one punch is gonna kill Sam. I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
blood.
He's protected by America, Jake.
Yeah.
Like, bro, World
But
Breaker Hulk took a
Kristen,
step
you are
and he sunk
protected
the
by
eastern seaboard. Hulk can break America.
but speaking of that, we also got the trailer too. We also got to see Joaquin Torres's full suit. He looks
Yeah,
pretty good, man. You gotta say,
he
his
was pretty
design.
good, and him and Sam like they got a decent relationship.
Yeah,
Will
because
he become a vampire bat person? I don't know.
maybe in the sequel, but
Maybe when
yeah,
finally Blade comes out.
yeah. The suit is warming up to me. So all right, cool that, cool that. Yeah, Jake. Any thoughts on this?
Um, not like extensive thoughts. It's just a cool look. I'm just more interested. I just want to see them fight. Really.
You don't want to
Okay.
hug the Red Hulk?
Do I want to hug the Red Hulk?
Yeah.
Do,
I
do you
I
do
don't know,
you
you
want
look like he can cuddle. He like a
you
cuddler.
want to hug a 400-degree skillet?
I'm
Yeah.
good,
It's like
honestly.
hugging a bear, but no fur.
If I was to personally hug any Hulk character, it would either be Doc Samson or Sasquatch, because at least I know they won't fucking try to kill me. Either
I would do
or,
Laura. Laura, the savage She-Hulk, who isn't really savage at all.
like, I know my limits, and I'm not hugging the giant red rage monster or the giant green rage monster. Okay, I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
satisfied. Maybe She-Hulk as well.
Wait,
I'll hug
wait,
She-Hulk. She
wait,
won't try to kill
wait,
me.
wait. You don't want to hug the president of the United States?
Oh fuck no! Who do I look like to you?
That's my biggest
Who do I
question.
look like to you? A Trump supporter?
Do you think do you think it's like the comics where he did it to himself because he wanted to fight the Hulk, which would be realistic in the MCU? Or do you think the leader forces on him?
I would say the leader had the forces on him.
There was somebody who was like, I think some of the actors was like, this is the most grounded MCU movie since Logan, and someone like put a comment over like, sir, the president is a Hulk. What do you mean it's grounded?
Look, we mean ground as in
Grounded
there's
as
a
can
lot of
be.
time on the ground, okay?
Mhm.
Oh no. Okay.
You know, I kind of wished that Secret Invasion was more grounded, but that last episode
Mm.
proved me wrong.
Oh God, yes, it did.
Yes.
They blew all their money into a fight scene that a lot of people hated.
It
I
just
believe
looked
that. I was go ahead, which
it just looked bad. Like
Mhm.
I can see what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work out, especially knowing what I know about the Super Scroll. It's like
Yeah.
the Super Scroll has the powers of the Fantastic Four, but at
You
that
mean?
time the Fantastic Four wasn't in the MCU, so they used
Mm.
characters that had similar powers.
They,
That would have been interesting if you didn't jam every single goddamn power into one
yeah.
character who has been
They
in the MCU before.
yeah,
look,
they effectively made the Super Scroll look weak now at this point. If you
look,
only have
I would
four
have been
powers.
fine with that. I would have honestly been fine with that. I would have liked it, but I'd been fine. But you know what they did that pissed me off with that scene?
What? Oh,
They gave them all those abilities, only to tell you in that only Captain Marvel's powers matter. Because her powers overpowered literally every other ability the Super Scroll had. And he tried like 8 different powers. It did not
yeah.
matter. It all lost to Carol's ability. So they
Hmm.
need all these powers. They just needed Carol.
Like you didn't need all those powers. You could have just used Carol's
Yeah.
or like Wanda's. You know,
Yeah.
That creative team wanted to show Marvel, look, we used up the budget. See, we used up the budget.
you were still gonna use up the budget regardless. What are you talking about?
I don't think
It's like
overall,
Marvel, I love
and
you. You know this. But
hmm
some of your decisions are stupid as shit.
Yeah. Make more
hmm
animated movies. Stop doing this.
And give us more specials, please. Like those special presentations have been really good so far.
Apparently we'll get one for Nova.
For Nova, okay. It better be fucking good. Because I'm comparing all of the specials to Werewolf by Night, because that's my new standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the I guess
Yeah.
I forgot there was a Guardians of the Galaxy one too. I guess that
Mhm.
would be the standard.
Can I be honest with you? Can I be 100% real with you?
Yeah.
I ain't like it.
I haven't seen it, and I have not
Aw.
seen that Groot series either.
I
But I don't think
Uh,
I'm missing out much with the Groot one. So
the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 one is just a Christmas story. It's pretty good to watch, but I would
Yeah.
rewatch it. Like,
I'm
Austin.
gonna rewatch.
yeah,
I'm gonna rewatch this.
Oh.
I'm gonna rewatch this movie as much as I've watched Deadpool. Audience, and I'm saying, fit sixth. I'm on my sixth round right now. So,
Right.
yeah. Mhm. All right then. Any final thoughts on this before we move on, guys?
No, let's move on to the final topic. I'm really excited about that.
Okay, hold on a sec. The final media topic, at least.
Yeah,
Hold on a sec.
because we got to make these quick. We still have 3 more.
Gotcha. All right. Who wants to announce this one?
I
Come
will.
on!
Fantastic Four costume revealed. I like it. You know what it
What?
gives? You know, I know that they wanted to do like more of like the what's the term? The space race type of thing. I can't remember.
Yeah. Star Wars.
No, like the Astro like pop thing. I can't remember the actual
okay.
term for it. Astropunk. Astropunk.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of. Like I know they wanted to do like that 60s like like race type of look, but what I like about it also is that it looks like a motorcyclist uniform. Like especially on Johnny
Mhm.
here. It
Yeah.
looks like a motorcyclist uniform, and I love it. The colors fit perfectly with the aesthetic that they want to go for. As long as they do not give Sue Storm a fucking 4 boob window, I'm set for life.
It's bright.
hello.
Yeah, Austin, we hear you now.
Yeah.
It's bright. I mean, it's definitely not the tone colors we see not nowadays with most modern heroes. So,
And
great.
that's why I like it, because it's so different, but it's not
Mhm.
at the same time.
People need to let the 4 boot window go. Okay, she was possessed by an evil thing called Malice. Don't,
That 4 boob window is gonna haunt us for the rest
as
of
terrible
our.
as it is, they at least had a reason. She didn't just wake up trying to be hot. I promise you.
I know the actual reason for it, like in universe reason, but it's still fucking ugly.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a terrible
They
outfit.
gave
But
Ben more clothes and gave Sue less clothes.
You only
But
want the orange guy to be
regardless,
shirtless.
I like the suit. I don't care what anyone else says. I like it.
I like it too. My only question is, they keep giving us art of the Fantasy Four, so we know what their initial, well, at least their standard Fantasy Four suits look like already.
Hmm.
So what is this?
I don't know. I think this might. I don't know. Maybe this is just like their.
It's going to be the precursor.
Sure.
Like, you remember how in Captain America we saw a very campy version of his costume when he was in Broadway?
No, wait. I have a theory. Okay, hear
Go
me
ahead.
out. Okay, so this is their uniforms that they wore when they were like in their like world, I guess you could say, because I don't know if this was like set in the past or if this is set in an alternate universe. I don't remember.
Alternate universe.
Alternate universe. Okay. Well, regardless, this is what like their uniforms look like in their world. But if they go to the normal Earth 199999, however fucking nines there are, it will be different. That's my theory on this, but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I guess I'll go over that too. So, we don't know. They're set in modern time technically, but it's a '60s futuristic aesthetic like the Jetsons.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
So it's kind of like the Fallout thing, where Fallout's modern time, but still got the '60s aesthetic.
Yes.
Yep.
I like how they actually like did that aesthetic for their costumes. I don't know. I really like it. I don't know what your guys' opinions are on these suits, especially Jake and Cryptid. I know me and Austin like it, but like, what are your guys?
It's bright. I mean, but yeah, if it is a period piece like in the '60s, yeah, it matches the setting. You know. No, I have anything against it.
Yeah, it's a.
Oh, what was that with?
I wouldn't say this is the proto suit. This looks too advanced to be a proto suit, I guess.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, it's also this is maybe this is just like the suit Johnny likes to wear. It looks flashy. Maybe just like the thing, like with the 4.
The suit that he flexed.
Yeah, this is like sports deal, whatever outfit that he puts on.
That's why I mentioned that it looks like a motorcycle uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe it's
think
not.
it might be the.
You can see this man on with like a helmet on with like the 4 logo, and then him on a motorcycle just going in circles, bitch, going in circles. And you know what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah.
get it, but for that to happen, like Reed would have to make the suit. You know what I mean? So I guess it still would be a proto suit.
I don't
Yeah.
know, but I like it. I'm excited to see how it looks like in a trailer or something. And yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
much to say after that.
Gotcha.
Mike,
Jake. Jake,
I really
any
like the
thoughts on
suit.
this before?
By the
I
placement of
know.
it. That's
Whoa, you missed my. Nah. I already added my thoughts. I said my thoughts. Hey, audience, you missed my thoughts. Go back. Which reacted to it? I know I said it.
Yeah, I said
Austin. Austin, you were saying something? You see, Jake, look what you did. You just knocked Austin out of his platform, man. Because you had to give your thoughts. You had to give your thoughts.
You weren't listening
You
to
just
me, sir. I said my thoughts.
Sorry.
But I do think that we should really call the 4. The Fantastic Four, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
like I feel like if they pulled up, like they might be like known as the Fantastic Four in their universe, but if they pull up to like 199999, the main MCU universe, like people are not gonna be like, oh, these guys are the Fantastic Four. No one's gonna say that because like there's some they like the general population has seen other superpowered beings. These guys are not gonna be as interesting.
They're going to call them the Spectacular
The mid-tier 4. The mid-tier 4.
Mid 4.
Mid four.
The Mid
There
4.
we go.
But anyways,
Are they all in their mid?
We have to look for Austin.
40s?
I don't think we should harp on this for too long because we are almost at the 2-hour mark. But
Yeah,
we're harping on this to give.
that
We're harping on this to give Austin time to get back in here. That's really.
Yeah. So, and we only have 2 more topics left anyway, so.
Yeah, but the
but
next
it's like
one.
it's late for you guys, and I want to be
You know
able
what,
to have
we
dinner soon.
You know what, we could just skip the next one and go to the last one and then go back to the next one. We'll do that.
Now, we're Austin, do you have any thoughts on this before we move on? The Fantastic Four topic?
I don't know, man. My internet is freaking out.
Gotcha.
But like that, I really like the suit. I think I like this better than the official suits we saw in the art, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
So
all good.
But my internet's fucked up. What's happening?
Gotcha. Oh.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm saying. Like everything's leaking right now. The gas are freaking out.
Now we are in echoes.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're not. Oh, now we are.
We promise the audience this only happens once. This probably only happens once every 5 episodes.
Gotcha. But alright then. I guess with that we can move on to the next topic. Let me bring this up. Who wants to do the honors of this one?
Ultimate in this
okay.
one.
Does she seem ultimate to you, Jake?
No.
Then why don't you announce it?
Ultimate Black Cat's first look, they ruined her hair.
Oh, wow. You know, this kind of reminds me of what Riri Williams' first design was. I don't know if you guys remember. She had the hair exactly like this.
Yeah, but she looked... hang on. I remember liking Riri's design. I might not like the character at the time, but Riri Williams...
I remember the first time I saw Riri Williams in that art piece. The only thing that came up to my mind was, how is she going to fit all that hair inside the helmet?
Oh yeah, like this right here. Yeah, I mean, her hair was way too big, but she looked good in it. I just it just didn't make any sense for Iron Man. I don't like the Felicia's hair here.
Gotcha.
different at the
Hold up
moment.
a sec. I just want to read this. Austin saying, internet too unstable, so I'm here now. Okay, so he's gonna be in the
Internet
chat.
passed in timeout.
Go talk to
Yeah.
Austin in the chat, y'all.
hmm All right, so Austin, what did you think of the ultimate Black Cat?
I mean, like the suits, okay.
Like,
It's not. It doesn't have to be
um,
like a
to, to be
first
to be
appearance.
like to be uh to throw this out there, this isn't gonna be Felicia. I don't think.
It's not Felicia.
I don't think it would be. You know, this could be like her apprentice because remember a lot of these characters aged up into adulthood, like Peter. Like everybody's like what in their 30s right now,
All right, I
late
guess.
late 20s, early 30s. You know, Peter is old enough to have children and that stuff.
That's an adult
So
woman.
he's already married, so you know, I guess it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities if we see that Black Cat, you know, Felicia in this universe settle down with somebody, had a kid. I don't know. Since
Maybe.
Spider Man was never in her life, you know.
I mean, they could always just do that. They could always
Oh,
just have her just be a temptress to Spider-Man's married life. You know, I mean, like it wouldn't
no,
work now because Peter's happily married, but it's setting the seeds for that. Like
I,
a married man, but now he's out and about having fun, and there's someone else who's having fun
ooh,
too. You know, uh,
ooh.
that could
It's
be.
kind of like it's kind of like that spouse having to settle with their partner being in the workplace with you know potential cheaters, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Austin saying it's most likely Felicia as her dad is Black Cat, not her. Oh yeah, I forgot because we did see what the Sinister Six of this universe is going to be, and one of the members is going to be Black Cat, but her father.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, okay,
So she's the
yeah,
Black Kitty.
okay,
There you
Black
go.
Kitty, if you want to go that way, you know.
Yeah, maybe when she
uh,
gets a Black Cat, she'll get better hairstyle.
yeah, yeah. I know the part. Go ahead, which.
She'll dye her hair silver.
It's
Yeah,
not. It's not
later
about the
on,
silver.
maybe.
It's about the hair going all over the place. I just can't get with the some.
Yeah. You know, Black Cat. There are some times where she has to tie her hair back in the to a ponytail when she's out stealing stuff. You know, so
Yeah, you don't want
yeah.
that evidence behind.
hmm This I'm just imagining she's gonna dude, trying to avoid hitting the sensors with that hair, trying to avoid leaving like any traces of like any hair samples. You know, but again, it's compromising. Yeah, yeah. I don't think this look is going to stick. So yeah, is this going? Is this going to make anybody say I'm going to stop reading Ultimate Spider-Man? I just got to ask
No,
that.
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
no.
you still, yeah, you still have a married Peter Parker audience, you know. So,
Yeah, but
let me
I do.
rewind.
It's his win soon. I'm talking about this. Peter needs a solid win. I think at some point.
Yeah. Austin is saying design wise, it's a weird choice as she now looks almost exactly like Selena, especially the hair.
Oh
Makes
yeah,
her even
Selena.
makes her even makes her even more of a ripoff to people. They most likely gonna give her a wig again later. Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, that's something Austin brought up, like in our private chats. Yeah, she does. She's resembling Selena Kyle's more and more now with this look. hmm
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, audience, like let's keep in mind, you have to take all the baggage that comes in with Peter being a married man. So if you're going to introduce Black Cat, it would seem really out of place for any sort of flinging to go with Peter and Black Cat. You know?
I think I think it'll be interesting. I think it's just interesting thing to tackle. I mean, like Peter and MJ are married, but the marriage can't be safe all
Would
the time. You got to introduce that kind of
would
dangerous element. I think that would be
would
interesting.
she be okay? Okay, so would she be okay with her husband doing this whole side job? with an attractive woman like
It's
Black
not
Cat.
about her being okay with it. Just about introducing more to the marriage than just they're married. You know what I mean? Like, they're obviously like I don't want them to break up, but like having Black Cat introduced into a married Spider-Man, having those temptations out there, her tempting him away from the idea of like being the loyal family man, I think can make for compelling storytelling for this type of Peter. Yeah, I'm just sure like and also even the whole Peter being Spider-Man thing, it's just him going through his midlife crisis of like I felt Jake said like we were also I said we were still in the but like he says even his first arc, like Peter was like man, I feel like I'm doing nothing with my life. So this is kind of like his answer to that question. But that also could mean he starts straying away from his family a little bit. So this is just kind of the temptation out there, you know?
Yeah, man.
So.
Yeah, is what it is. I'm still gonna be picking up Ultimate Spider-Man anyway, and I assume Austin's gonna be the same too. So, yeah. Any thoughts on this, guys? Before we move on.
Not really.
No. Austin, if you have any final thoughts, let us know in the comment section. Let's give him some time to jot it down. What else do you like about this design, guys?
It's very creative.
I like the
compared to other.
I like the silver wrist thingy she has. I don't know what it is, but
no grappling hooks.
Yeah. Yeah, looks fun.
It's great, I guess. Let me read what Austin says. Still is not good for a first arc problem. Laugh my ass off. LMO.
Yeah.
All right, then. I guess with that, we can move on to the last topic of the night. Hold up a sec. Who wants to announce the next one?
Laura Kitty Wolverine.
She's getting a book.
Series announced. Now, is anybody surprised at this, given that she's popped up in relevancy in the last Deadpool movie? Come on, we kind of had to expect this, you know?
Gonna get a book regardless. People like Laura as a character, regardless if it's from a movie or not. I think it's about time that we give another member of the Wolverine family a goddamn book.
I thought she was.
Books forever. Give Laura a book.
I thought she was Wolverine before. No, wait, I'm pretty sure
she's on and off. I just want them to get okay. I just want them to give a good reason as to why she's going back to being Wolverine.
Before the first time she was Wolverine was after Wolverine died, and then she became Wolverine.
She took up mantle because she's badass.
I think that was like one of the major things like people were upset about when Wolverine came back. Like you had this whole arc about Laura who wanted to take up Wolverine's name and not wanting to go back to being X-23. But guess what? After her Wolverine all new Wolverine series ended, her next book, X-23. There was like no explanation to what happened.
That's the name that most people associate her with, so that's what they did. Even though we as comics know.
I just thought.
Austin is saying, I have no thoughts about this after hearing the premise of her going through the same arc over and over. Yeah, I can understand that.
I just don't. I think these books sell for whatever reason. I don't know the Laura Kitty lore. From my understanding, when she's Wolverine, it doesn't really sell usually. But I don't know why.
It spikes a little bit more when she's using Wolverine's name, and again, she got like a little bit of push because she was in the latest Marvel movie,
Yeah.
So
it was a good time to do it, I guess. But
yeah. Let's see who the writer is for this book. I Anybody excited here for this? Anybody gonna pick it up?
No,
Maybe.
no,
I'll read it online first, and if I like it, I will.
yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm
most
not-
likely going to have her sister Gabby in it. Austin is
That's
saying,
what, isn't that just usually what X-23 is? Like, why even make her Wolverine? I guess because the movie just came out. I guess, like you said, it just
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, to be fair, she became Wolverine because remember at that time Logan had died. And that
Yeah,
he
no,
had a really no, he had a really good death story. Like it
no,
was well
I
thought
get that.
out.
I'm saying like since then, like I don't even understand like this on and off shit with her. Either
Hmm.
stay this Wolverine or don't. I don't know.
Let's see, Austin saying she went by Talon and Wolverine both in Krakoa. Oh wow, so she was really bouncing.
Laura, there was this Laura, and then there was the older Laura who went into like this thing, this like chamber thing with like Sink and Darwin, I think, and then yeah, that's
Oh,
God damn.
oh, I forgot. Yeah, she had her own old woman Laura for a
So
time.
that was Talon, I think, if I can remember off the top of my
Mhm.
head. God damn, my Promare poster fell down again.
Gotcha. Well, can't find her author, but yeah, I don't know what writer they could put onto this book that could make me say, I need to go pick this up immediately. You know, just
Yeah,
not not that big into Laura Kenny. You know, so
yeah.
all right then,
Yeah.
is what it
No,
is.
listen, no hate on Laura Kenny. I think she's like a solid premise and a solid character. I'm just not that invested. That's all. It's just not personally. I just don't really care.
Gotcha. All right, guys. Yeah,
So,
I think we
that's
got
everything.
through all the topics.
Yeah.
Yay!
So hey, audience,
God.
listen. If you enjoyed that episode, technical difficulties and all, we have episodes that don't have those. You can watch those on the channel. Again, we have a playlist with our movie reviews. Feel free to watch those as well. Timeless.
Mm-hmm.
We went over our social medias. Listen, go back to the beginning of the episode. We're lazy. All right, it's almost 1 o'clock. But
And
yeah,
dinner, and it's like almost like 10 p.m. for me, so I kind of want to eat. So go back to the beginning of the video for socials.
Yeah, but so like tomorrow we're doing our little comic reviews. We're gonna be reviewing some good comics today. Tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. Marvel, maybe DC. Fantastic Four will be there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you get hot monsters. I
We
promise.
we will see Reed draw blood tomorrow, audience. All right. Well, I guess with that, that's it for tonight, audience. We'll catch y'all later.
Deuce.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.